You know, the avatar doesn't quite catch my level of disdain.
Oh, my bad.
Jesus Christ. My fucking booze tastes like shit because it was open all night. Today's show is about the suffering of the average male streamer, the millionaire streamer, God's own chosen sons, those that sacrifice themselves for the greater good by watching other people's content for hours a day. Who knew that there would be such a Herculean task? Surely Homer's The Iliad could never tell such heroic tales. When they talk about the battles of Thermopylae, I will one day tell the school children of the tragedy of Hassan Piker, the true great American. I fucking hate social media, and I welcome the Chinese to EMP this shit away. And let us all go Fallout. Let's go full Fallout. I'm ready to walk around the wasteland with my dog, eating my bug sandwiches and canned tuna. Welcome everyone to whatever the fuck this show's called because I don't remember. You
Quality
might find
content, by the way.
yeah, should have got a better name. I don't even know why the fuck. Like, quality content was a joke that's too linked to Dark Side Phil. Maybe I should have called this the Memetarian or something. And anyway, how's everybody doing? Welcome, welcome. We've got a whole bunch of shit I don't care to see. And you probably don't care to see, to be honest. You're going to look at this, and frankly, you're going to leave just disheartened, disgruntled, disgusted, just absolutely sick of it all. And you'll wonder, does it really matter? And the answer is no. But so long as you go outside and maintain a healthy, real life, the tragedies and foils of the internet will not truly affect you because you'll be grounded in reality. And that's very important in these absolutely stupid times to be alive. I wonder if I should talk about how I upset a trans person today with my tweet. Could you pull up my tweet, my very bigoted tweet? I went full Melody Mac on this person. That's the sound of speed, children. Soon I'll have an AI robot to take his place. Please do it. Do it, LOL. Thank you. Talk about it. It's coming. It's just Tater's slow on the uptake for this one because I pulled a complete curveball on him.
I've got
there
it.
we go. Hit it. Let's see. Can you still see? But are you
We
blocked as well?
I'm not blocked. I can read it, but there's the picture you took of it. That's what it looks like to everyone else. It stopped, but this was the tweet.
The gaming industry is about to be only white guys and his 5 white guy friends. One white guy, whatever, and his 5 white guy friends making a game at this point. So I saw this tweet and immediately I thought, so it will return to the golden age of gaming, as all things should. Before gaming became inclusive, oh my God, you kids missed out. Oh, there was this game I used to love playing. It was called Rumble Rose. It was full of these hot Asian girls with jiggly boobs, and they wrestled, and they had mud wrestling. Oh, man, it was a thrill a minute. Let me tell you, I pop boners all day. Now we got people like this thinking they should be in the game industry, and that's why every fucking woman looks like she's transsexual, because the people just deliberately designed them to be ugly as fuck. Fucking A. Local disabled cryptid. What is that? They, them,
co-founder of Demon Jam Games.
is that pervy? Does that mean perv Minecraft? Fortnite, 2K?
Previously Minecraft, Fortnite, 2K.
Oh yeah, now I'm upset by this because I just posted that tweet. It was innocuous. They blocked me and everything, right? And then they had the balls to fucking report me for saying something funny. What the fuck is this? How do you report that? Excuse me, Elon Musk. He said that when white men created games, it was the golden age. Please ban him. I am neurodivergent, trans, puppy, kitten self, Zer pronouns, autism with a side of Down syndrome. Please. This is why Melody Mac went over the edge. People like this. Melody Mac used to be so nice. Now she calls everyone a bundle of sticks at the drop of a hat. It's fucking hilarious. If you disagree with Melody Mack on Tomb Raider, she calls you a bundle of sticks immediately. She got banned on Twitch recently.
Right? Is she's still banned, right? Like she's
Yeah.
banned for.
Oh wait, we probably can't read her quote, can we?
I can.
Yeah, probably not. Let's not.
Yeah. Okay.
Bans her, and she immediately calls them a bundle of sticks.
That's right. I remember.
It was prime content. I had a good laugh because you know what? Fuck Twitch. Yeah, I said it. Go fuck yourselves, you pieces of shit. You absolute degenerate fuck bags. You turn Twitch into a goddamn cam girl site. Did you wonder why you don't make any money? Because all that's left is coomers. And they're not going to pay for normal Twitch, you dumb fuck. When you let the girls add up their OnlyFans, guess what? The coomers no longer buy bits. They go directly to OnlyFans. Didn't see it coming, did you? Because you're a college etiquette. Oh, no. Gotta stop myself. Gotta stop. I've been drinking again, chat. I'm off the fucking wagon and I don't give a shit.
This was her tweet.
I'm never going to be like Minx. Minx quit drinking. I won't quit. I don't care if it kills me. The gaming industry is about to be only a white guy and his 5 white guy friends. Yeah, like Blizzard back when it was good. Have you seen the new Overwatch? Every 5 minutes, somebody is on the spectrum of something, and the game sucks dick. Ugh. Gunner for president? I'll take it, JP.
When she banned you, or when she sent that report in, that's when she locked the thread. Because before, when you had quote tweeted, there was a few of them that got in there that were actually starting to reply to her. But it was right after she blocked you that the thread was locked.
Good.
That I saw.
Oh, no, it's a Gundam said something funny. I wish there were more men. You know what? I got a hot take. Get ready to end the stream.
I got the button ready.
You got your finger on the button?
There we go.
I support white men making shit. All right. Have you seen Zimbabwe? It doesn't. You know why Zimbabwe looks like shit? There's no white men building houses. Or setting up a democratic fucking union or some shit. Why do I have to pretend? I'm a minority. I can say it too. I can say it. Fuck.
Acceptable.
I saw a video, a picture of Zimbabwe, right? They're like climbing over a broken bridge with ropes, dude. Like, why not fix it?
Cost savings.
Then I found out the bridge was built by Italians, and I'm like, okay, that explains it. If Italian built something for me and it broke, I just throw it out because they just overbuild shit. That's why Ducatis are so expensive.
And Lambos. No, not Lambos, Ferraris.
Ferraris, Lambos. Mm-hmm. What the fuck else do they make? The Aprilia, RSV4. Jesus fuck. That's why I buy Japanese bikes. Something on Japanese bike breaks, it's so simple. You take it off, put the other part on. The fucking Italians, they like build the engine into the chassis. It's all this shit. They're like, if you want to buy the V4R, sir, there's special oil that can only go on this bike if you want the maximum performance, and you can only get it here. And I'm sitting there like, Jesus, fuck. Sign me up. Oh, God, I know I'm going to be in trouble for that. For just saying, like, I support white people building shit. I'm going down for that one for speaking something we all know to be true. Jesus Christ. Have you seen TikTok with women in dating? What do? Complain. They don't fix anything. They don't even fix their own lives. Instead of women going to therapy and fixing themselves in the dating market, they'd rather make a TikTok. That's how it is. Feels good to say it. Welcome to the worst stream of your life. Let's fucking go.
The trash can of daily YouTube streams. Okay, let's
start. Wait, what I meant to say was this is mentally draining for me, and it's harder than working a 9-to-5 job. There we go.
Great.
Gundam's thoughts on Thanksgiving. I don't give a fuck anymore. That's my thoughts. I don't give a fuck. I'm not going to pretend to give a fuck. You know what else I don't give a fuck about? The environment. Fuck the environment. How about that? That's coming from a Native American. I don't give a shit. One day we're all going to be dead. The earth will heal itself. Let's get over it. Me riding an expensive motorcycle is not going to do shit to the ozone layer. Like, fuck? What does it all matter? You know, it's all fucked anyway. And I can't fucking ride my bike the way I want because of Euro emissions. But, you know, migrants can shit on the ground in New York City. That's totally cool.
And get free rent.
Yeah, free. Totally. You know what sucks? My mother and sister can't get any like food assistance. So I'm food assistance. But migrants can. They haven't paid into the system. But just saying that makes you a bigot for most liberals. Ugh.
100%.
I'm drinking. And nobody's going to stop me. Oh.
We've got to get the arms working on the avatar. That would have been so awesome.
I just saw like somebody say brown people created missions. How dare you? You're banned. Everyone knows it's China. You silly fool. Okay, what are we looking at? Let's get serious. Let me stop fucking up. Taylor Swift traveling more to Dubai. Yes, you're right, but you can't say anything about Taylor Swift because she's America's little sweetheart. Somehow, randomly, I didn't vote for it. I don't think Chat voted for it.
She re-recorded her hits. Who re-records their hits? Wow.
Taylor Swift is the queen of the fucking mids.
100%. I agree.
Since the world is full of mids, she has limitless power. I know you didn't plan some sort of shitty bit that involves the mystery machine, did you?
I was going to.
This damn avatar can't pick up my disdain. Okay. Chill out on the hooch. Never.
All right.
All right. Let's go.
Let's jump in the mystery machine. Misery
What?
machine. My God, I fucked it up.
There better be an Where's the animation? Where's the animation? There should be like a car.
I can put the animation behind there.
I thought you like planned this out where there'd be like an animation, there'd be something going on, you know, like Darkseid Phil falls out of his chair and rolls on the floor. Now that's the normal animation. That's God damn it. You know, we could hire somebody from Fiverr in India to do this. You know, I was watching this special, right? About like this guy stealing coal in India. And his whole life revolves around it. He's a second generation coal thief. We'll get into it some other time.
His father was a coal thief, and
and then he became. Yeah, seriously, he's like the Peter Pan of coal thieves. I got to find you the video and send it to you because it's kind of inspirational, though it's dark.
Okay, well, as everyone knows this week, Hassan, your favorite working man streamer, told some more bullshit. I'm going to try to do this in line, okay? So for when I saw it, this user, TC Brady, put up this post. Millionaire streamer Hassan Piker claims that a real job doesn't suck the soul out of you the same way that streaming will.
Yes, that's the same thing Darkseid Phil said literally 2 years ago.
100%. Okay.
Yes, a real job can be gruesome. A real job can make you very tired. But a real job doesn't suck the soul out of you. You know what I mean? In the same way that 9 hours of streaming absolutely will. So, yes, a real job can be. That was
just the small clip that hit the internet right after stream.
Yeah, I know. I've seen that. And then the Comrade Lamb shopped in. DSP's ahead of the curve. That's true. What happened? What the fuck happened? What's going on here? What's going on?
I just had to go to Connor Lamb's thing. He had the longer post. This was the context.
No. Social battery wise, unless you're in retail.
What the fuck is social battery? That sounds like some shit a woman would say. Social battery. What the fuck is? Hold on. I never even heard of that phrase before. Sounds like some gay shit.
Me either.
Social battery.
According to Mind Tools, what is your social battery? Essentially, social battery is the amount of energy a person has for socializing. The size of someone's social battery and what activities.
Can chat hear this dumb shit?
It varies from person to person.
Okay, so this is some gay new wave shit. They didn't have social battery like 5 years ago. They didn't have it 10 years ago. When I was working in a factory, my boss
your
didn't
social
come up.
battery break?
Yeah, my boss didn't come up and go, take your 15-minute social battery break, buddy. You've been working overtime and we got to cut your hours down. Jesus fucking Christ. Only like millionaires that are fucking progressive could come up with this sort of shit. Like, my head. Dude's in like a $3.5 million house and he's like, social battery. Why can't we drop him in the Ukraine? I bet he cares about that. Snatch him up. Give him to Zelensky. I'm sure he could talk the Russians down. Hey, guy, your invasion is really hurting my mental stability. Hit me with another one, I guess.
Remember that he wears a Rolex hat, too.
Oh, Rolex. You're right. I didn't even pick up on that. Like, what type of... Only rich old assholes wear a Rolex hat. Why doesn't he put on a fucking Ferrari jacket while he's at it? Does he have a jacket for his Porsche? Why the fuck would anyone listen to him that's like fucking progressive? He's the poster child of capitalism. Oh, wait, let me guess. He's got the hat on because it's ironic. He's rich. It's funny. Oh. Feed him the migrants? What? You're banned, Maze Rod. We love migrants here. Ugh.
Unless you're in fucking retail, it's very different. You're out of touch. I'm going to die, dude. There's motherfuckers who are accountants in here, and they're misunderstanding what I'm saying. A real job does not expend your social battery in the same fucking way as someone who did a sales job, a real job. Okay? I'm telling you, as someone who did both,
I love you, Haas.
9 hours of constant performance and people pleasing taps you out from
So did he just admit that everything he does is people pleasing just now? It's literally 9 hours of people pleasing, and his own fans didn't even catch that shit.
Pandering, people pleasing, same thing.
It's 9 hours of me saying the things that make you feel good in your little stummy wummies. And it really drains me. It really does. Sometimes I lament to know that Hassan Piker finishes a stream and he barely has the strength to get inside of his $250,000 Porsche and drive around Mulholland Drive. To think that Hassan is suffering this. I can't take it, man. I can barely watch this. This is tragic. This is like watching a puppy die. It's sad as shit, dude.
It was happening to him in real time. He was sitting there saying, I have accountants in my chat. Yeah, to them, you sound entitled as fuck. And that should be a problem for you, but he doesn't see it. And why does every streamer, whenever they talk about real jobs, automatically go to retail jobs like Best Buy?
That's because it's probably the last job they fucking had. Let's be real.
There you go.
DSP's last real job was Best Buy. You see a correlation?
You know, they never say warehouse worker or oil driller.
I couldn't get an oil drilling job. I remember the state of New York was ducking me on phone calls because I was trying like hell to be a garbage man. They would leave me on hold for 2 hours, bro, when I was trying to be a garbage man. And just by circumstance, I kept doing YouTube. So I guess New York did me a favor. Even though being a garbage man pays better than this shit now.
I know that's real.
Scenarios. After 9 hours of that, I could probably do fucking physical labor. It would not bother me. But I can't fucking do more social shit. That's my point. Like, there are obviously real jobs out there that are good comparisons. Service sector, people-pleasing jobs would be very similar.
Retail.
Those are like, I think, customer service type shit.
Probably the people
like,
who watch him work for fucking
or
Starbucks,
if
let's be real. Because a lot of his fan base is actually trans from what I could tell. Because I've seen a lot of trans people defending him with his $3 million house. And they were jumping through hoops to make it sound like it wasn't what it was. Like, yes, it's $3 million, but his house in another state would be like $250,000. And I'm like, that doesn't make him look better. That just basically says that Hassan literally has the bread to throw $3 million at a house he knows isn't worth that and not fucking skip a beat. That's not supporting your argument that he's somehow like for whatever fucking cause you believe in. At least with me, you know where I stand. I am a sexual degenerate. I am a drug user. I am a born-again bigot. When Melody Matt calls someone a bundle of sticks, I actually fucking laugh my ass off because that's who I am.
Even like in sales, my interactions with clients was limited, way more limited than like constantly having to do this for 9 hours with like a back and forth interaction for 9 hours. That's what like sucks your social battery, and you just tap out after it.
Oh my God. Bless you, Hassan.
Yeah, think about it.
Bless you for fighting for the comment, man. Who tunes in this dude for like 9 hours? Like, what's the appeal? The only appeal that there could be is if you're attracted to this guy. That's the only thing. Because he's a hembo. He has a lot of stupid ass fucking takes and he watches shit. So you like form this sort of relationship where you feel like this guy's your friend. Like, oh, me and Hassan, if we hung out, we get along so well because we have so much in common. Oh my God, that video was so funny. Like when Hassan gave his based take, oh my God, I nearly creamed my pants. I mean, my panties. Oh, I fucking hate my life. I hate this job.
This way, like, you give presentations for your job, right? Imagine giving a presentation for 9 hours straight. It's like,
stop it. Stop it. Stop it. How the fuck does that make sense? Someone giving a presentation actually had to, I don't know, study for something, research something, at least make a PowerPoint or two. Little bro watches other people's content, leaves the room to piss, and he acts like it's the same thing. Get the fuck out of here, dude. You don't have a PowerPoint. Your PowerPoint is literally right now TikTok off of Reddit. Come on. Come the fuck on. Be real. God damn. It's fucking insane. Oh, it's insane. Why am I broke and he's rich? You know what I could do with Hassan's money? I do a lot of good for myself and maybe my friends. I would die in a bed full of hookers, overdosed on cocaine. I go out so fucking hard. Hunter Biden would like get President Biden to make all the flags at half staff or half mast or whatever the fuck. Oh my God. I fucking hate all of this. Jesus fuck. He got an award for journalism. Burn all of this down. Burn down Twitch. Burn down. Put an end to all of this. We don't deserve it. Reset it back. Call Jesus. Christ is king. I'm ready for the rapture. This is where we are now. Everything's so gay. And this is coming from a guy who used to hang out in drag clubs. And I'm saying things are really gay right now. This is why Richard Simmons is in hiding, because everything just got so effeminate, even he couldn't take it anymore. Oh, God.
after that trash, everyone saw that. That was a few days ago.
I know.
Your favorite Roach Motel owner, Asmongold.
Oh, yes.
He dusted off his cape. He brushed off all them bugs. And,
someone said Asmongold is like Joe Rogan for people who live in a basement or some shit, and I thought that was such a savage roast.
That was good. That other one by Goblin that I'm going to show later is good, too.
If I had roaches crawling all over me on stream, I'd never recover. I would not recover. Like, I could probably recover from jerking off on stream, but roaches, bro, like, I'd be screaming like a bitch. I'd be, ow! Ow! You know, like, people would just...
They flew up on him, and then he held them like...
in my hair!
He held him like a little rat, you know, just sitting there saying, I don't want to squish him. I don't want to put him in the trash can where he just
That shit has happened so often for him that it was casual. He was like, oh, it's Gregory wants a kiss.
Well, let's see what your boy has.
Another multimillionaire is going to tell you poor people what's up. So stop being stupid and listen.
I actually wasn't even planning on streaming today. I was like, I think I'm gonna just take the day off. But I started reading Twitter. I was like, man, there's a lot of retards. Like, we gotta talk about this. Millionaire streamer Hassan Piker claims that a real job doesn't suck the soul out of you in the same way that streaming will. And the funny thing about this is that this kid goes and he says this to try to like fucking throw up a white flag. He's like, no, no, no. I'm actually on your side. I agree with them. Bro, quit the fucking capping. Like, this kid is lying. You're lying. What do you mean
I need to take this moment to say something. It's very strange to me when white men that you know don't say stop the cap, say stop the cap. That shit just don't make sense to me. But then again, it's probably how black people feel when I start trying to rhyme, you know?
He went up 3 octaves over this random Twitter user. Like, bro, what do you mean? This is such a whiny white woman problem right here.
Yeah, Anus is right. Gunnar watching Asmon watching Twat Man. We have reached Inception of content. I am no better than those I mock. I have become that which I hate. It's over for me.
You've lived long enough.
I've lived long enough to become the fucking villain, bro. I'm trying to choke myself with my sweater right now.
You're trapped in this never-ending recycled universe forever.
I have to do this so I can afford a house to get out of New York because shit is bad, children. You don't even know. The migrants are like, I'm drunk. The migrants, they're on the streets of New York everywhere, if you didn't know. And they're now selling Apple products, dude. Where did the migrants get the new Apple products? Don't ask questions. I remember last time I was driving through the city when it was summer. And before they had like, I guess, African immigrants or some shit. And then motherfuckers would show up and they start beating your window like this. And they try to sell you water. Now it's migrants trying to sell you like Apple AirPods. I wonder if the price is good. I should ask that. Oh, well, whatever. Let's just move on. Let Asmon teach me.
When you preface it by saying millionaire streamer, you really think that we don't like, you think I haven't spent the last 20 years seeing Fox News do this shit? Seeing CNN do this shit? He definitely is trying to roast the shit out of him. Like, what are we talking about? What a little rat. I can't believe this.
Okay, so TC Bradley's bad because he showed this clip of Hassan that is whacked out. Really, it's DSP energy. We literally laughed at Darkside Phil for years saying this shit. Like that time, I think it was 2018, and DSP's like, real talk. Streaming is the hard stuff. Streaming is hard. Editing a video, it's easy. Any idiot can edit a video. He's had tons of fucking complaints like this where his streaming was like, is so draining that Phil could barely make his day off to go to fucking Fred Meyer. And we mocked him. Hold on. Okay. I had to spit out a little something. I forgot my point. I forgot who this is. Yeah, whatever. Let's just keep going. God forbid a small
Joe's
Twitter
apartment
user makes fun of Hassan Piker.
I know. He really put his cape on for that one. Great job, Az. Gold star.
I can't wait till I'm this rich that I could do this sort of stuff.
He wasn't even supposed to be streaming today.
Dude, any day I could take away from being on the fucking internet, oh my God, I take it. Like, I'll be outside working on a truck, removing parts, happy as a pig and shit. I'm like, I'm outside. Yes. These motherfuckers are like, I was going to take my day off, but then I saw a tweet. Literally, you have to drag my ass to get here. You have no idea how many messages Tater has to send me before I show my ass back up because I just can't take it no more.
I mean, they're novels. You do not know how hard it is to get him on this live show, y'all. It
has to be so much shit that it's just like, I can't ignore it. Let's see what retarded stuff is up that makes me question if I should put the... Can I put the blank weapon in my mouth and pull the trigger till it goes click?
Yeah.
So I can, yeah. Ugh. Fuck this. Let's go. I'm sorry, everyone. I'm derailing.
The department, man.
Okay, now this is a little bit later on in his video, and he, I think he's talking about people heckling him and how it's a hard job.
After a while, you'd be like, I don't want to talk.
Or the department manager just occasionally is just like, hey, you suck, bitch.
Yeah, the department manager does
Bald
do that.
ass bitch, you fell.
The department managers, they tell you suck, but they don't do it in that way. They tell you suck and also dock your pay usually, or they put you up on report. And they're like, little dude, couple more reports and you're out of here. You better make sure the frozen section's right. Oh my God, I'm dizzy as fuck.
Fell off, huh? We got to remember this in your performance review.
Dude, someone told me I fell off like a week ago.
He's trying to imitate a job, and it's like, this is exactly what a job is.
He hasn't worked in so long, he doesn't know how a job works.
No.
So he's like, the department manager tells you fell off.
What if they were mean to you at work, huh?
What if your boss didn't like you? Like, you named every job I ever had, buddy. Fucking A.
They said you fell off. Huh? What if you had people telling
your
you
performance is down from like, they sit there and go, compared to other workers, your performance level's real low. And it's real hard not to go, well, this job kind of sucks, and it's soul crushing. Dude, they fucking they used to hold races over our heads like a piece of food over a little hungry fish or some shit. Like if you work really hard, like the last fucking warehouse job I had is real shit. They had like no fans. It was hot as fuck. It was so hot in that bitch. This Mexican bitch passed out and fell on like the roller cart. She rolled down the fucking aisle, dude. Like they wouldn't even give us air conditioning, right? So I'm working there, and they're like, Cyael, I don't know this bitch's name. They're like, she passed out. They had to call the paramedics. I'm like, she got no insurance. Paramedics, that's like an $800 ride. She's fucked. And they're like, the performance review is coming up, Gundam. I'm like, okay, cool. They're like, if you do well, they'll give you 25 cents extra an hour. And 25 cents extra an hour. This is right before we had that bullshit where they raised minimum wage to people. So I missed out on the $15 an hour. And they're like, they treated 25 cents like it was the holy grail. The best you could do was 25 cents. And it wasn't even that long ago, bro. It was like 2016, which is like 10 years. So fuck it. And they're like, we checked your work. You do hard work. You come in. Sometimes you had overtime. Like if you were over the fucking time, bro, they got mad at you. And they're like, well, judging on your performance, we're going to give you 10 cents. And I'm just like, man, what the fuck? So I go back to the rest of the guys. They're like, how much you get? I got 10 cents. And they're like, 10 cents? I got 10 cents too. And then there's this white dude. He used to work his ass off. He was like a fucking a smithy on the side. Like he just makes swords and shit. I don't fucking know. Like a blacksmith. That dude deserved 25 cents. He deserved it because he worked his ass off. He was stupid as fuck. I'm like, bro, you lose your fucking mind. You ain't never getting that 25 cents. They ain't never giving it to nobody. He goes in there, comes back. They're like, they gave you 10 cents too. And I was like, this shit is rigged if they refuse to give Jeremy 25 cents. Anyway, Asmongold is sitting here acting like whatever the fuck he's acting like. I don't even know what the point of this is. It's real hard for me to relate to this as a content creator. I make some all right money, but this shit is so far out there that I can't even fathom it. I will admit content creation can be soul crushing, but not as soul crushing as a real motherfucker job. If in the middle of the day, I decided randomly, I don't do this, but let's say I lost my mind and I pulled a dark side Phil, I could jerk off in the middle of the day. You can't do that at your normal job. I don't care how horny you are at the factory. If Asmongold ran a kitchen at a fast food joint like he ran his living room, the dude would have been closed for quarantine. He would have been an FDA violation.
Then a red notice on his door.
They would have fucking burned that place down.
Bringing down the home values next to him.
Lord. God, sometimes when I can laugh at dumb shit like this, it ain't too bad. But then at the end of the day, both these motherfuckers got more money than I'll ever see. They like go to bed at night with a smile on their face, and I'm sitting there like, maybe I should end it all. This is like fucking pointless. I'm never getting a house. The odds are just too stacked against me. Then my phone goes off, and it's like, ring, ring, ring. Hey, you bundle of sticks, you fell the fuck off. And I'm like, he's right. I'm a shadow of my former self. All right, play the clip. I'm fucking vamping.
Fuck. Stupid ass bitch.
Ever again.
Man, he's never worked a real job in his life.
You'll never be part of the Best Buy family.
Stupid bitch. Get on that Kate.
So people getting mad. It's a bad take.
Didn't
What's it a bad
Asmongold
take
get fucking got like this company sold him some overpriced fucking gaming PC with like an aerial Gundam knockoff on top of it?
I don't remember.
I'm pretty sure that happened because it looked like shit.
It's probably underneath all that trash in the back.
I would have Anus look it up right now, but I'm pretty sure she's left because she has a real life and God bless her for it. Let's go. If Gundam got that 20 cents, he would have ran around in a circle screaming, I'm rich. Go fuck yourself, Dragon. You're bad.
He says that he gets exhausted socially because he's talking to people for 9 hours a day. You really think that's not true?
What was that big tick in the middle?
You know, when I think about this country and how great it is, and I think about the men that came before us, the dudes that are the balls to fight, you know, in World War II, these fucking dudes, they got off the boat and they were getting cut in half by MG-42s, blown to bits, these absolute chads of Americans. And then I think about how much more Hassan Piker sacrificed by doing a 9-hour stream, and it really puts shit into perspective, you know.
I mean, you really think it's not true that after you spend 9 hours being investigated by thousands of people with every facial movement, everything you say, every word, with people constantly trying to disagree with you and fight with you, that's not socially draining? This is totally understandable. And he's not comparing it to every other job. He's saying compared to other jobs where you're not talking to people constantly. His take isn't broad enough. Yeah, it is. He explained it pretty clearly.
Who the fuck hasn't been investigated on the internet? The second you become any asshole on the internet, you say anything that someone doesn't agree with, people investigate, hunt you down, find shit out about you, tell you fucking suck and you should drop dead. Bro, that's like, it comes to the territory. At least Hassan made it to the point of where he's so fucking rich, it doesn't matter. And on top of that, the dude's a fucking Nepo baby or whatever the fuck. Born rich, comes to America, has a leg up. You know, what other country could you come into it, right? And literally call one of the biggest tragedy the country's ever it's fucking lit. One of the biggest tragedies one of the biggest tragedies the country has ever suffered, and just be like, America deserved 9/11, and then still become rich and be allowed to keep going. If he did that shit in Russia, bro, Putin would have grabbed him himself and put the piano wire around his neck. This country's great. We literally let people come here, take a fat shit on us, and then let them get rich. America's the greatest country. Yeah. Oh, fuck. I forgot my point. Hassan sucks, but America's awesome. Sure, it sucks now because, you know, our leadership sucks and a lot of other stuff sucks and the global pandemic made shit suck. But, man, if you got a stone cold grind or you're born into a rich family like Hassan, the possibilities are there. You just got to take it. You got to be like Apollo Creed or Rocky. More people need to watch Rocky. Rocky couldn't even read, could he? I doubt it. Look what he did.
He was a collector for the mob. He was a bruiser.
God damn! I wish I had the physical prowess to be a bruiser. Instead, I gotta do this. I gotta do this gay stuff. I gotta watch streamers who literally probably don't even feed themselves have opinions on shit that is so fucking stupid. We're watching millionaires pretend that they're struggling. Oh my God. I think socialism sucks. You know, I don't know much about it, but I'm going to say I think it sucks. Because every socialist I've come across seems to be a douchebag. and I'm gonna gauge it off of that.
Or extremely wealthy, so wealthy that
Oh,
they
yeah.
don't even know.
Yeah, the champagne socialist. Champagne socialist. Remember that girl who did the OK Boomer dance?
Oh, Nico.
Nicolo Lol. I knew her name was Nicole because I looked at her as like, this girl isn't smart enough to come up with an interesting name that doesn't have to do with her real name because women are just so up their own asses. So she calls herself Nicolo Lol, right? And for the longest time, she's like, eat the rich. We need to like tax the millionaires and the billionaires, blah, 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 socialism, blah, 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 blah. Buy Prime, whatever, right? And now that she's a millionaire, she says we need to tax the billionaires. You don't need to tax the billionaires. No, they pay their fair share. Those damn billionaires. It's just like it's the same fucking energy. Ah, God damn it.
Well, next up, that cringe is over with. That's like
Thank God.
The day one of cringe of this whole.
Are you gonna make me
controversy.
watch more rich people?
More rich people crying about how they work so hard, but they know they work hard because they know it's a blessed job and they hate it for everyone else. But, sorry, is the energy I got from a lot of this shit. Now, the next person we're going to look at is Ludwig. Ludwig, he comes into the space, and the reason why I don't have his original video is because Ludwig made a video on Hassan, and then Hassan got wind of it. This is his reaction. Ludwig deleted that video, which he claimed was for a sponsorship problem, but he re-uploaded. So this is going to be Hassan reacting to
Did the
the
sponsors
first
let
video.
him go? Because the sponsors, man, they treat me like a damn slave.
I don't think they let him go. I think he had to do another one for him or he took that one down so the re-upload has them. Because the views were like off a cliff with the first one. He was like, I got 50,000 views, and the new upload has like over 250.
Calm it down, Piglet. Then open the door. Just play it.
I'm kidding. I would look. I just.
Oh God, it's just like, what's funny is you haven't even addressed this again since then. I know. It's just an opportunity for every single person to be like, look, guys, I'm a content creator. I'm really privileged. Like, yeah, dog, we all are. We all talk about it all the fucking time. It just annoys me because like it's such a fake fucking thing to do. It's just literally using someone who you're friends with, like being maliciously clipped out of context to be like, I'm actually one of the good content creators. I know how privileged I am. It's like, yeah, I do too.
Pause it.
That's.
I can't stand when dudes paint their nails and they have no fucking riz. What the fuck is up with that? Like, seriously. Like, you shouldn't have painted nails unless you can rip a solo, bro. That shit is exclusive for musicians, in my opinion. That's my other hot take. Oh, and he's mad at Ludwig, and he's like pretending everybody's talking about him. Like, oh, they're all coming out for content. Like, bro, isn't your whole fucking channel other people's content? Like, come the fuck on here, dude. Like, really, what the fuck?
Fucking dumb. Oh my God. Like, it's like no different than what Muda did. He showed the context though. It doesn't fucking matter that he showed the context. It's just a way to just literally farm off the fucking drama. Whatever. Fuck it. Who gives a shit? It's just.
I don't give a shit about this conversation.
Frankly, yeah, no video for Nick Marks from Ludwig. Because
I think it's dumb. Okay.
Because hold on. What's wrong with Nick Mertz?
That's what I'm saying.
Is it because Nick Mertz did a video where like his wife called him and said some stuff, and he pretended like he's disinterested on fucking stream, like every married couple or people have been together since they were 15 have done. Like the fact that there's a bunch of people on Twitter that were commenting on shit, and none of them, all of their relationships combined didn't last as long as fucking Nick Mertz fucking marriage. And I'm just gonna be real here. I ain't friends with Nick Mertz. I don't know fucking Nick Mertz, but I know like a real relationship when I see one. And it's a bunch of fucking socially dejected fuckbags that probably spend all day on OnlyFans pretending they know how relationships work. The type of people that say social battery.
Is you're from a family that is at the top 0.1% in Turkey because that's relevant? First of all, I'm not. So they're just fucking, once again, lying because they saw it on Twitter. Because it doesn't fucking matter. Because no matter how much I like offer context, It literally doesn't matter.
It's always context with him.
He's just
context
straight
means
up
nothing
fucking
because
lying.
it's
This
a
is
fucking thing people say now.
Right.
It means fucking nothing. Context is as meaningless as calling someone a Nazi now and a bigot. It's like shit they just say. It's like a defense mechanism. Like, you criticize me. It's out of context. Context. They played the whole clip. It's still out of context.
Mm-hmm.
It's out of context because
Literally
it's
what you
against
said.
me.
That he's just saying the same thing you did. I know. At this point, it's just like, it literally doesn't matter. How many death threats do you think Lug gets for playing video games? Like, what the fuck? How can you compare playing games to what you do on stream and these people have to deal with it, law? It's like, it's odd that I have to just like sit here and be like, yeah, that's right, dude. Yeah, wag your fucking finger at me. Like, you know what I mean?
Bro, you wag your finger at everybody.
No.
Little dude finally got a finger wag and he's melting the fuck down. Bro, if it was like a fucking Republican that was rich and said this shit, Hassan would have like died on stream and came back to his body. He would have respawned with his anger.
I have another clip that I'll play later on probably. It was a small clip about him saying he loves the drama. He farms it for content, you know. He had a low voice. He was like giving an interview. I love the drama. This is my job. My job is to farm the content from the drama. So later we'll play that, but he's just gone so Karen over someone not throwing him a life. That's what he's pissed off about. He wanted Ludwig to fucking cape for him like Ass did, but he's not doing it.
Everybody that like is invited to the stream awards is part of this sort of clique. It's like the Illuminati of douchebaggery.
Okay, now here is the ad that he put in the middle of this drama video.
Oh,
Ludwig's
the
first
ad,
drama
baby.
video.
Sell it to me.
Who's a fuck. Ignore everything I've been saying in this video. It is me, Ludwig from the past, and I can assure
No, don't fast forward
Fucking
yet. I'm
slash.
trying to
That's
figure out what he's
not me.
selling.
Video.
Use like a
Let's get back-
fucking cum
That's
rag
not
for
me.
a Rocket Mortgage ad, dude. Come on.
But there are a lot more streamers out there who do have it rough. And once you reach the 2,000th biggest streamer in the world, which is very impressive to do. 2,000. Imagine you're the 2,000th best computer program in the world. You'd be damn fucking good at your job.
Yeah,
They
the
make a whole lot
2000. No,
less money.
pause this. The 2000th best computer program in the world is doing something for society. It's not even on the same stratosphere. What the fuck is this? You're really trying to push me over the goddamn edge with these people, dude. Fucking A. This is the type of shit you hear from men that have never tasted their own blood. No, I need to stop drinking. The fuck is this? Oh, why can't they just be real? Just be real. We're rich assholes who got lucky, and a lot of people watch us for bullshit, and sometimes we forget that other people have bigger issues than our hyper first world problems. You know, just be real. So I fucked up. I slipped. Made a mistake. I had sex with a hooker without a condom. You know, everybody has that day. Instead, we got to like play this whole game where we pretend that in some alternate universe, Hassan's still a hero. Oh my God. I hate this job. You know why I hate this job? Because this is so fucking stupid. I now regret leaving playing bars around New York. It was better than this. Sure, some people threw shit at me, but at least I could play music and for a moment do something that was good for my soul. I'm now listening to rich men complain, and I can't take this shit, dude. I'm careful about complaining about my life because I know I'm doing better than a lot of people that watch me. Like, even though my dog is now eating my carpet right now, by all metrics, I'm kind of killing it. No, Fluffy, no! Bad dog. Ugh. Sorry, folks. I had to stop the dog from eating the fucking carpet. I don't know it's probably the glue. It's probably delicious. She's got me getting high as fuck. Yeah, she's high. She is gone. What are you doing, Fluffy? Get your face out the floor. You can't dig through the floor.
That's where I want.
Ugh.
Dude,
All
come
right.
on, bro. Don't fucking farm me like that. Jesus Christ.
You should be farmed,
that's
you
lame as
fucker.
fuck, actually.
Milk him like DSP.
Like, I thought he was at least gonna. Oh yeah.
Just for
a good
this
cause,
bullshit,
at
I'm gonna
least?
make a video.
Dude, he's a great cause. he Franco'd you? No, Philip DeFranco at least did an honest like
Philip
he did the, what do
DeFranco,
you guys
get the
think?
fuck out of here. Another one of these shillish pieces of shit. Good Lord. Maybe, hey, what happened to Philip DeFranco's news channel he was going to do with all that Patreon money? Yeah, there's journalism. Take the money and fucking run.
He put an OLED behind him, though, so, you know, new set.
Holy shit. DSP energy. You got some LEDs. It only costs like $200,000. Fucking A.
At the end of it, but at least he did
another dude,
honest,
a multi-million-dollar LA home.
Like he showed that it was like out of context and it's fucking bullshit.
He held my hand. He did everything. He sucked me off.
Yeah, Philip DeFranco is another one of those motherfuckers that if it's a big streamer or whatever, he'll be cool with them. Like I remember during the Poke drama, he wouldn't even say my motherfucking name.
Not once. Didn't have
not
the title.
Once.
Not
Nothing.
Once.
Wanted
Another
to
YouTuber.
Yeah, pretending like I didn't fucking exist because they didn't want to platform me. Platform these nuts, you fucking bundle of sticks. Ooh, that felt good. Oh, God.
For the most part.
I got to get off of here, dude. I'm going to say some shit I shouldn't say.
We'll keep you in bounds. What do you think, chat? Is it getting a little bit too hot? A little bit too spicy? I don't think so.
I can't take this shit. This is disgusting. I can't... Why are we watching rich people complain about the gayest shit on the planet? I missed the gay bar, the boy bar, New York. Can at least get free drinks. See your favorite drag queen perform. It was less gay than this shit.
Okay. Well, after that little bitch fit that he pitched, Ludwig took the video down, and everyone started calling us, kept calling him a bitch.
Because... No, gotta stop myself.
Even Destiny. I got a clip of Destiny calling him a bitch, too.
You know you're fucking up with Destiny.
Yeah, when Destiny's calling you a bitch, you fucked up.
When Destiny is dunking on you and he's right, the darkness has come for you.
He actually he put the fire on him, too. Hold on.
You know what I hate about social media? The fact that my allegiance to people keeps swaying. Like 1 minute I'm ripping on Destiny for his bitch leaving him for a dollar store Ezra Miller. The next minute I'm like, get him, Destiny. I hear Vosh doesn't like Asmongold. I'm like, Asmongold's my dude if Vosh doesn't like him. Then the next day I'm losing my shit on this.
Can I just say also just real quick, because I don't think you understand like how much of a like selfish rat fuck piece of shit Hassan is, okay? Hassan is
God, base Destiny.
He has the expectation that these guys are going to throw out a life raft for him when he's committing optic suicide, okay? That these guys are going to stake their reputation on throwing a life raft out for him when he sat there and he basically ridiculed Ethan for being upset that Hassan's entire fan base was calling him basically a fucking Nazi, with Hassan being like, well, I don't know what I can do.
His fan base did more than that. His fan base bullied Ethan Klein with anti-Semitic shit so hard Ethan deleted his tweets. Bro, they had Ethan on, I was going to say, Mary Sue
Bubble side
watch.
Bubble
I fucking hate
watch.
YouTube.
I know, it's so
Yo, Kick, fucking sign me. Quit playing these goddamn games. Getting some black dude running around Japan, damn near getting arrested. That isn't... Oh, let it go. Let it go.
Get it real, Kick. Hit up the agency.
Get your shit together. Give me some fucking money, bitch. Fuck this.
I can't do any of that.
Where the fuck's my cash? I'm sorry.
Rolling around like a baby who's shit his diaper twice with nobody to change it, crying that all of these other streamers aren't throwing out life rafts to help Hassan because he can't fucking control himself for more than 2 weeks without saying something else fucking retarded. Can I just say...
Okay, that's him talking about Hassan, but then there's another one where he talks about this one. Yeah, this one.
Dude, come on, bro. Don't fucking farm me like that. Jesus Christ, that's lame as fuck, actually.
Don't farm me,
He's
bro.
Such a soft little baby bitch, dude. Oh my god. I wouldn't care if he was just soft, if he at least treated the people around him that way. I can't believe he expected Ethan to endure his fucking fan base spam posting Ela murdering Palestinian baby cartoons across 7 different anti-fan subreddits.
You didn't. Fuck it. We're fucked. YouTube's gonna like come in and demonetize me for that one, bro. I'm fucking done. Guilty by association. The person who checks my channel is gonna fucking pop a boner. Oh, you're not getting monetized this time, you little bigot.
It's with him saying, I can't do anything, bro. And then he gets so mad over this shit.
Like,
Where's the one?
How come you don't like download these shit so we have them all clean, you know?
Well, there's too many of them. That's the thing. They keep changing.
Who said I saw somebody say Ethan wanted inclusivity. I lost your message, bro, but you're right. Ethan was definitely courting an audience that like literally would end you the second you had an opinion they didn't agree with. And that's the worst audience to be with. I find the progressive audience to be the most fascist I've ever fucking seen, dude. It is weird to me to court that audience. It's fucking wild. That's why I try to get assholes like you to follow me, because at least you know you're an asshole. I'm an asshole. We're all assholes. The world's full of assholes. And one day we'll be dead and bugs will be in our asshole. It's the circle of life, children. Those are the people I want behind me. The ones that can actually take care of themselves if society lost the internet. Those are the people I try to get to listen to me. The ones that keep the goddamn country going, not the ones that sit there and go, the government needs to do more to protect marginalized groups. Yeah, it's a good way to have the government fucking own you and fuck everything up for you and then tax you for it. Fucking depend on yourself, because that's all you ever have. Gotta be a shitty father. I really would. If my kid came to me about universal income, I'd throw him out a window. What are you doing?
All right. Next, this was going to be, we're getting towards the end of this whole trash can. We're getting to the very bottom.
It only took like 100,000 years of absolute garbage, dude. I was in a good mood. I was going to pre-order fucking Elden Ring's DLC. I'm sitting here like, I think I'm going to play Elden Ring again because it was really fun. And now we've watched this and my whole week is ruined because I'm going to be thinking about it for days because it's just absolute garbage. Ugh.
This is Ludwig's re-upload video.
Nice Red Bull on your fucking mic, buddy.
Job on Earth. If you ask me, I'd say being a Marine. Okay, no, actually, one addendum. Being a pregnant Marine. Okay, one more addendum.
What?
Being a YouTuber when you have to re-upload. Being a pregnant YouTuber when you have to re-upload a video. How's it going? What's up? If you guys didn't know, that was a mogul mail that I uploaded yesterday. You might not have seen it, though, because I took the video down. The video was called Do Streamers Have Hard Jobs? And the reason I took it down is because we had a great sponsor on it. But the great sponsor wasn't getting great views. In fact, the video got 50,000 views in the first hour. And for reference, a normal video on this channel gets 130,000 views. I was live at the time.
Oh, boo fucking who? It must be so hard when YouTube doesn't nuke your channel like once a fucking year with fake fucking shit. It's a Gundam. Your last video featured prostitution. On what planet, bro? On the planet of you can't do shit about it. Rest in peace.
You have a good ass fucking time. And we're a fucking killer ass company who kicks ass, takes names, and makes a hell of a lot of money. All right? I don't think that 15-second clip is indicative of all of his thoughts and opinions. But again, the phrasing was bad. Shouldn't have said sucks the soul. So my plan was re-upload. Because for the most part, my video again, like the Twitch shutdown in Korea. I use a little bit of clickbait just to get you in there. I take out the ad. We're all hunky-dory. But then I fucking go awake today. I wake up today, I should say. And I see a bunch of people giving me shit. I see all over like random-ass videos about Aiden.
You could tell that this dude's life is so semi-fucking charmed that he finally got someone giving him shit and he had to run to make a video. Oh no! People were not happy with me. They were mean. Oh no, they weren't praising me blindly. What the fuck? Oh my God, I nearly spit my sanity on the floor. People were telling me that I fell off. God damn it, these dudes would have died growing up with me, bro. They would have fucking died. Eat it.
People being like, no spine. Imagine taking down your video because your friend committed social suicide. Why would he private the last video? Whatever. Bunch of people Also DMing me, bro. I got DMs on LinkedIn. I got a death threat there.
Oh,
I was like, I didn't
no.
even know I had one.
Oh, what death threat? Oh my god! Oh! Ah! Someone sent me a death threat. Yeah, join the club, you fruit. Jesus fuck, I got so many of those shits, it's ridiculous. You know what I did? I bought a semi-auto and a fucking bulletproof vest. That's what I did. I was like, fucking catch me on the wrong day. I turned into that girl from like Dr. Phil. Catch me outside. How about that? Bro, I had Anita Sarkeesian herself send me a death threat. But she thought she was smart and created a sock account, and I knew it was that bitch. Woo!
Still, and I don't frankly give a shit, but I did get a little pissed off about it. Because I felt like no one actually gave a shit about what I was saying. I was just being used in a proxy war for people who don't like Hassan.
Bro, this is a proxy war now? Oh, we must be at war with
like
the Ukraine here. Better get Biden to send somebody some money, my dude, Ludwig. That's intrigued, baby.
Good. It's crazy. It's crazy people. And this is the one that sent me over the edge. Now, this is the DM from the guy. It said no balls because I removed the video.
Someone sent me a picture of their dick in his shoe. Ludwig has not suffered. Do you know what the fuck it's like for a dude to be so mad at you? He sticks his cock in a fucking toeless shoe, high heel, bro. These motherfuckers. I was like, this dude is mad.
No balls set him off on this bullshit. One little tweet or DM. Listen.
Daddy, chill.
But he messages me and he says no balls. Now
I'm going to send it to you, Adrian.
You don't think much of it. But then I clicked on his Twitter account and I see that
That's
he
it.
said this. Wish assassination.
That's it.
Oh my God, Ludwig is fucking John F. Kennedy. Good Lord. Bro, what the fuck is all of this?
They're really taking this shit seriously.
You thought this was funny to gather all this shit and send it to me.
It took me a whole day of trouncing through this trash. This is fucking Karen streamer, one of the Real Housewives of streaming. That's what it feels like.
Bro, I wish I was this rich that I could be this out of my mind. Like, my biggest issue recently, besides people hating the shit out of me, is like my dealer couldn't get me my mushrooms. I'm like, bro, you don't understand. I need this shit for work. This is not a game.
Not trying to say who, not trying to get demonetized here. But what a fucking crazy thing for Mr. Penis Head to say. And then I scrolled up in our DMs and I found out that this dude was my viewer 5 years ago. Hey man, love your streams. They helped me out a lot when I border stabbed.
Bro, pause
I'll give you a few shots.
Dude, what the fuck is this? Do you know how many people that used to watch me that literally do this same shit? Bro, who gives a fuck? That's how I know Ludwig's life is so hassle-free. He finally got one viewer that used to watch him and now thinks he sucks. And it's like, it's video worthy. How thin is your skin? What the fuck happened to men in this generation? No wonder chicks are licking each other's asses. Most of you dudes are just so,
It's because No Balls called it. They was right on the money and he knew it.
Bro, like, this is nothing. This is not, I see comments all the time of people that used to watch me and tell me I fucking suck now. What the fuck?
There's probably a couple in the chat right now.
Yeah, exactly. There are people right now that fucking hate my guts so much they're watching this and hating me. You know, which don't make sense to me. Like, dude, I'm only watching this bullshit because I make $5. If there was no money in this, you better believe I would not be watching Hassan stupid shit. I'd be outside working on a vehicle and enjoying my existence. If you hate someone this much, please just fucking ignore them. Live your life, baby boy. Do you? Because what it boils down to is true. Do you? Because you are held accountable for you. Not now. I'm quoting DMX, Fluffy. Not now. I got to do it for X. He's dead.
Shekels a month. And has since moved on, I think, clearly to, like, watching Destiny, and on Destiny's behalf wants to, like, make Hassan's life a lot worse, and then is trying to, like, guilt me in a proxy war to achieve that goal. And all I can fucking say, dude, what the fuck are we doing, man? I feel like a crazy person But when I see all this division, I feel like they're not humans. I feel like most people on this fucking earth, if I sat with them and drank a beer with them, I could get along. I could see their struggles. I could empathize with them. I could see what inspires them, and we could have a conversation. But when I see people online, they don't feel human, man. It fucking blows my mind that a dude who used to watch me when I had 200 viewers, I went back to the stream, 200 viewers, right?
That's how.
He's a fucking chill ass dude. Can now be a guy who's wishing for
Pause
assassinations.
it, man.
Why?
Bro,
He
like
did
this much
research.
energy,
He
this
did
much
research.
energy for no balls.
No balls.
This
1
guy
DM,
literally-
no balls.
This guy fucked Ludwig's mind worse than low tier god fuck DSP by saying get your sexy up.
Exactly.
What the fuck? These people aren't human. They said no balls. They're subhuman homuncular. They're
The
animals. They're the worst of the worst. These people are part of the Zionist movement. Oh,
Okay.
I need to stop.
So that was a good ending still for him. Now last one, and then we're gonna go to super chats. But
What the
this
fuck
one-
you mean last one? You said
Last
that was the
one.
last one.
Last one, I promise. I promise it's the last one. And it's not gonna be long. I finally found the one where Destiny was
Okay.
going off.
You know shit's fuck when Destiny's coming out looking good.
What I mean? Yeah.
Where is the meme? Where's the meme?
I've gotten numb to the criticism. Like it's not. As a matter of fact, I seek it out now because I make content out of it. I think it's funny, it's fun.
God, the way that he sorry, the way that he talks in this interview is so funny and epic. The way that he talks about how he seeks out criticism because it's funny. I seek it out. I make content out of it. Like, bro, oh my God, how long have you been living in California, dude? Jesus.
You know what?
You're right.
Pause it. I hate to do this, but Destiny's 100% correct. Have you noticed most content creators that move to California, all of them go crazy?
Every one of them.
Everyone. Two Matt went to California before you knew it. He's paying for sugar babies to suck him off while he's on ketamine. Then beep, bop, boop, beep, drops dead playing Overwatch. Who else went crazy? Jared? Is it Jared? Not Jared. Who's the one who like was pocketing 600K for a while? Gerard?
Yeah, the Open Hand Foundation guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, Gerard, the G4 guy.
Oh my God. I'm glad I left California. Oh yeah, Minx went off the deep end when she went to LA. Pokey just moved to LA, didn't she?
I believe so. I think I
Give
saw
it 5, give it 10 years. Pokey's gonna do something so wild it's gonna blow us away. She'll be like on Instagram dancing like Britney Spears, you know?
It is officially shut down. Why?
Minx was so fucking crazy. She developed Stockholm syndrome for Two Matt when he died. That's how mad LA drove her. Oh my God, no one will ever pursue me like he did. I'm like, what? Oh,
Dude,
God.
come on, bro. Don't farm me like that. Jesus Christ. That's lame as actually.
He's such a soft little baby.
You're right,
bitch, dude.
Cools.
Oh my God. I wouldn't care if he was just soft if he at least treated the people around him that way. I can't believe he expected Ethan to endure his fucking fan base spam posting, Ela murdering Palestine.
Here we go. Goodbye, my fucking $100 from the stream. It ad revenue. God damn it.
That's the last one.
Hassan Piker up there. He does interviews. He puts on like a fucking Japanese protagonist voice. I farm the content because it's so fucking funny because I'm very based and I'm cool and nothing gets under my skin. I'm so ultra cool. I wear pearl necklaces because I'm cool with my sexuality. You know, tax the rich. Did I mention tax the rich?
Here you go.
Are you driving a $250,000 Porsche?
As a matter of fact, I seek it out now because I make content out of it.
I knew he'd wear a pearl necklace.
Fun.
Fucking called it. Ugh. I'm a fucking sage.
My issue as a trans person is the fact that you, a guy that isn't super well versed on trans shit, brought on a known transphobe knowing he might bring up transphobic shit. You aren't exactly a Vosh at trans debates.
What?
I hope that the rest of your life is as horrible as it is every single day. Okay? There you go. Suck my dick. I despise you. I despise you more than anything else on the planet. You are fucking cancer. I'll ban the fuck out of you, dude. You can cry about it all you want on LSF. You can cry about it anywhere you want.
I've never said anything remotely as bad as Hassan about a trans person, and the trans community on Reddit hates me, and they love this dude. This shit is wild. Hassan let the mask slip right there. Little dude was real for a whole minute. Oh, goddamn.
Everyone in this community, go brigade LSF threads openly. I want to get banned off this dumbass subreddit. Please stop mentioning me on this stupid fucking subreddit, okay? No more Hassan mentions on LSF. No more mentions in the comment section. So I want to stop.
Stream fails.
There it is.
Of course, he doesn't want to be on there.
As a matter of fact, I seek it out now.
I've been noticing it's been hella toxic. Even clip channels are being annoying and commenting in the description on how you're wrong. Why are they clipping me then? And then fuck you, dude. Don't make me DMCA your bitch asses. I will destroy the Hasanabi Clips industrial complex.
As a matter of fact, I seek it out now.
Nice.
Motherfuckers are literally posting my YouTube videos from my fucking Twitch, stealing this shit because I allow them to, so they can make money off of it.
Pause it. Is this guy really pretending that what he does is that, like, this is the same energy DSP has?
100%.
It really is. This is the same fucking energy.
It's just
like this
DSP.
lowbrow, success. If DSP had a chiseled chin, it was attractive to most women, he'd still be on top. If DSP wasn't built like Grimace, you know, that's what Phil fucked up. What the fuck is this? He acts like what he does is just such hot. It's like you're stealing from HBO Max if you clip him. It's practically like stealing a clip from the Avengers if you clip this on.
I allow you to exist.
I allow you to live by clipping me as I watch someone else's content, you fucking thief. God damn.
Okay, we need to do some of these super chats because there's a lot to get to. DB Nirvana just became a member. Hail Gundam, Lick Help the Doc. Thank you, DV Gundam.
Thank you.
J Neptune for $5. Thanks for the recommendation, Gundam. I've been watching DSP How Not to Play series.
Oh man, that's kind of like a waste of your life force, to be real. You got you're probably watching what I was talking about where he's playing the UFC game where he loads himself in there and he gets absolutely decimated. It's the funniest shit ever. That's the only good one. Rec 1990 for the $2. Seriously, Gundam, you'll love Texas. Worst Gundam. What's the worst fucking Gundam? I can't even think right now, to be real with you. And I'm looking forward to getting into Texas and then voting fucking red. How do you like that? I don't care if that pisses people off. I've been subjected to the progressive idea for 4 years, and my state has gotten fucked so far up. It's ridiculous. They're eating swines.
Let's be straight. Gave 10. Hey, Papa G, fuck women in their clear heels.
But
among all your videos, I still don't get your text on women. Have you ever thought you were just asking out the wrong chicks? Any detail on not being an FNT regular?
Asking out the wrong chicks. That's a good question, you see. I don't even know how to phrase that, my dude. Because I think before you sleep, I'm thinking about somewhere near Fort Worth or something. You know, there's a lot of times where you like, for real, as a guy, you meet a chick, you start dating her, you think she's fucking awesome. And then, you know, a month or two later, she's got a drug habit you didn't know about, you know, because she was really good at hiding it because she'd do it in the car. You know, like, it's just women have little treats for you to discover sometimes. And I'm not going to lie to you. I date women that I find physically attractive and under a certain weight regiment. I have an ironclad rule. If you're too heavy for my motorcycle suspension, you're too heavy for me. It's just what it is. That's a preference.
Farafima for the $5. Gundam streams are suicide awareness. Videos make me very aware of my options.
You forgot to say bubbles.
Bubble awareness.
It's too late now.
Jose Sawyer with the 50.
Big money.
Big 50.
You get a sound effect.
Hey, Papa Gundam, I've been watching your channel for years. Finally got around to catching you live. Your videos helped me through the rat race. Much love.
That's what I hope to accomplish with my stupid ass videos. This is something that people could come back to more than once, because a lot of the jobs I had, you know, you're working, it's sucking, and the only solace you have is being able to listen to music, a book on tape, or a radio show that was funny. And usually I opted for radio shows. By the way, the last question on not being FNT regular, I couldn't tell you, bro. Couldn't tell you. I don't know. It's just like, They forgot to exist sometimes. It is what it is. So here I am, wild and alone.
Blast action for the $5. Thoughts on Suicide Dark Forces remaster?
Can't remember. What is that about?
I don't remember either. I think it's a comic book, actually.
I never really was
7508.
into like Star Wars comics. I ain't even gonna lie to you.
Maverick 7508 with the $2. Cryptive is a mythical creature, i.e. Bigfoot.
Oh, well,
Thank you.
we got the Jersey Devil around here.
Jay Barnett with the Canadian 6. Please keep getting angry. You're the reason my blood pressure is as low as it is. If you stop, I may drop dead out of sheer anger at the human race.
We're all going the same way, my dude. See, the thing is, I get angry or say something too real, I get immediately punished. Like, you have no idea, guys. You haven't got a clue. Like, I know it's bad when the critical drinker private messages me and he goes, I've never seen anyone get fucked over this much outside of Sirgon of Akkad. And I'm just like, oh, that's bad. The
Poetic
sword of
Silence.
Damocles comes for me.
Poetic Silence with the $5. Not sure if you've ever heard of them, but your band reminds me of Carnival.
I can say I haven't heard of them. I'm sorry. Maverick
7508 with the $2. Rhodesia is pretty messed up when we returned it.
You know, that's a drug that some people offered me once, but I don't think it's the same thing.
Wiz Division Productions with the 5. If more white men in charge means I can get a proper sequel remaster for Conker's Bad Fur Day, then bring it on.
Oh my God. Don't even bother. You know we'll get nailed for that. But I agree with him when it comes to Conker's Bad Fur Day. You know what else I want? Another Judge Dredd movie. We need that. We need Judge Dredd, RoboCop. I wouldn't mind a RoboCop remake if it was done right. Or we continue RoboCop. Because like the dude who plays RoboCop is just his face. He already looked old as shit when he's young. It can still work. Like RoboCop now in this dystopian future, it will work. Whatever. I'm sorry.
Enrique the Squirrel with the $5. The white man has planning on lockdown. They just need the labor to bring it about, but we all could benefit in the long run.
Bro, let me tell you, as a guy who's been in this content creator rat race, the only people that ever benefit are the ones at the top. The rest of us are boned. What's this?
Laser Taser with the 10. Papa Gundam, Eres Mayor, you're the real one. Been trying to catch one of your lives for a minute.
Thank you, Taser. I regret to inform you that lo siento, no se habla español. Even though my ex is trying to teach me. Isn't that like one moment, please, or something?
No, like it's a little bit. I know a little bit. Just enough to get around like the lows.
You live in Florida, so you need to know.
Wiz Division Productions with the $2. Gundam, do you think Fratanga is secretly a furry?
No, Fratanga is too much of an asshole to be a furry. Fratanga's also kind of like, Fratanga's one of my favorite people. If you don't mind me saying, like, he's a real one. I'm not going to say anything that would incriminate us because we're all criminals on one level or another. But Fratanga's one of the few people I really like in content creation because he's a real dude. He's a normal guy who's just trying to start his drug empire. You know, it's the American dream. God bless him for it.
Ted comment with the 5. If you want to see the most accurate depiction of a woman, look up It's Not About the Nail by Jason Hedy. What series is yours? It's a Gundam. What series is your It's a Gundam clip from?
Gundam Wing.
Riley Odom with the 10. Common problem with my generation is we blame other people for our problem, not ourselves.
God bless you, Riley. See, listen, I've been drinking. I'm not going to lie to you, Riley. But since you're aware, that puts you ahead of the game. And it never hurts to be ahead of the game. As long as you keep your head above the water, you pay attention to things that are going on, you make the right moves, the right investments, and you never let yourself get weighed down by the stupidity of the masses. Nietzsche himself warned of the herd mentality and the herd morality and the path of the higher man. And as the higher man, it is up to you to be a bridge to the Ubermensch. The Ubermensch is ultimately what humanity could be, theoretically. And I know people sit there and go, oh, about the Hitler, blah, 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 with Nietzsche. I shouldn't even get into philosophy and shit like that. But you're on the path to greatness, I think. Long as you're aware, you can never drown with the rest of the sheeple.
Bayong So New with the $20. Hey Gundam, thanks for all the years of awesome content. I hope you move out to Texas. Also, can you do me a favor and tell my friend Dan, who also loves your content, to suck it, nerd? Thanks.
Hey Dan, suck it, you nerd. I bet you like to hang out with Hassan.
21 Poplica has been a member for 6 months. Poor them. Thank you for that. Hassel the Rascal with the $5. I got to know what's your opinion on the more feminine Old Spice scents coming out. Example, lavender, cucumber, and vanilla, etc.
I don't use Old Spice. I think it fucking sucks.
I don't either.
When I was a kid, I used to think the phrase Old Spice was funny for some reason. Because you're like a spicy old man.
I always associated Old Spice with like old casinos. That's what I smell when I run.
That's where I'm going to end up in the end. You know what sucks? Like, I wasn't born to a Native American tribe that had a casino. I was born to a broke one.
You didn't born to that one that had all the oil? The
like,
Killers of the Flower Moon?
I had a friend that was born to like the tribes that have money, and he'd get like a couple grand a month for smoking weed. It was crazy. I envied him.
That's awesome. Lord Botha with the 5. It started with the soup, then Tosh.0. Now we've peaked with Gundam. By the way, Gundam, your social battery seems low. Here's a super chat to recharge.
My social battery is low because of fucking watching rich people complain. It's so stupid. It's terrible.
Adam Warzak with the PLM 50 from Poland with love. Thank you so much.
Thank you for Poland.
Oak Lord, member for 1 month. People that get the bag either go full retard or Asmon. Not many have the middle ground.
Man, I want the bag so bad. I'm considering full I can't say that. Can I say retard?
Regarded?
So much shit you can't.
Regarded. I know it's. I need to have a list right in front of me. Laser
yeah,
Taser
just
with the 2.
send me the list.
How do I become a member?
I think you press the boing. Blah blah blah.
The boing
that,
button.
Yeah.
Pixel Kitten VT, new member. Thank you, Pixel Kitten.
Thank you,
Kitten. For the £5, Hassan thinks that anyone would want to be his IRL friend. Can you imagine hanging out with Hassan and how much that would enrich your life?
I think like the Hassan we see on stream is an act to make money.
Yeah, it's a character.
And if anything, like the people he rolls with, probably they're just like him. You know, they're all the type of douchebags that spend $5,000 on a Gucci fit that looks like a bunch of shit, then get on a private plane and hang out in Coachella for a day, then act like their life is just so hard. By the way, that actually happened factually.
Dave Leno with the $5. Just put on a dress and call everyone racist in a weird voice and you'll make it.
You know what's funny? If I ever decided to just grift my way into the trans community, I could pull it off. I'm like the only one that could, because I actually learned how to do makeup. Fucking A. I should have done that. I could make ContraPoints look like a fucking dude. That's how good my beat is. And the only people who are gay understand what the fuck I just said.
Snoopy Diz with the 50. Gundam, can I hear your voice echo through the bottle? What are you drinking? Get yourself another one on me.
Is this echoing enough for you? This is already...
That works.
Oh, yeah. Because it's fucking empty. I farmed the content because it's funny to me. Thank you for the 50, Snoop D-O double G.
Deza Bronx with the 5. Papa Gundam, will we return to the glory of outlaw golf volleyball?
I hope so.
Podolsky with the 5. Drag clubs, huh? Why am I not surprised? You've got that drag queen kind of voice.
Don't be upset that my voice is just absolutely beautiful. As Prince once said, in the beginning, God made the sea, but on the 7th day, he made me. He tried to rest y'all till he heard the sound. It sounded like a guitar, cold getting down. I tried to bust a high note, but I bust a string. My God was worried till he heard me sing.
Danny Gibson with the $50 super sticker. That's what's up. Thank you. Edward Boryet III with the $25. Facade Hassan complaining about streaming, which he is voluntarily doing for 9 hours. Come the fuck on, Asmongold and his base take. And I also want to point out, Edward was the one that donated the 100 at the very end of last stream.
God bless you, Edward. You're the chosen one. We play some Queen music for you, but the copyrights and all that shit. What was Edward's question from that day? Because the second you told me I could leave, I walked right off the computer.
Give me 1 second. I did take a picture of it.
See how everything runs so smoothly here? We're gonna be as big as F&T. Just you
Gu-
wait and see, people.
Gundam, your
You get-
videos are the enjoyment of my day. I binge your videos on a playlist while I listen to them at work. By the way, what other comics on par with Chris Claremont do you recommend?
You know, Chris Claremont was the only one I ever bothered to remember the name of because I was such an X-Men fan as a kid. I'm going to tell some truth here. Something I haven't really admitted publicly. I have a giant statue of Wolverine. That's how far I've taken it. Let's see. You know, I love the 90s run of Spider-Man. I thought that was pretty good. The Clone Wars, a lot of people didn't like it. I was okay on it. It loses you a little bit. Maximum Carnage. I don't know who wrote that one. You know what comic I would recommend right now that I think is absolutely amazing and not too many people give a shit about? Silver Surfer Requiem. It is one of my favorite stories ever. This isn't Marvel, but it's like Dark Horse. The Lucifer saga. That's pretty good too. V for Vendetta, obviously. God, there was a short run of The Crow by Image Comics I also like, but I don't know who the fuck wrote it. I'm just riffing off the top of my head right now. Please forgive me.
Thank you again, Edward. Poetic Silence for the $5. Asmongold looks like if Linus and DSP had a baby.
You know, I should probably be less hard on Asmongold because he's losing his hair. And if I lost my long flowing locks, chat, I would either A, seek out Michael Jackson's wig person, or B, jump out of a window head first. So the bravery he shows every day by being on camera as we slowly watch his hair recede is monumental. I wonder if the roaches made a nest out of it behind him. We may never know.
Nathaniel Updike with the $10. Hey, from upstate. I used to do stand-up at a local bar, and then I got educated on racial sensitivity for a joke about kids without dads. I doubt a little bit inside. You're doing the Lord's work, Gundam.
Bro, I feel bad for you, dude. Like, for real. That's another reason why I completely gave up on stand-up in upstate New York, because it's gotten really fucking wet nappy. I bet you were on Lark Street when you did that shit.
Sheep Cityan, member for 1 month. If Asmongold says stop the capping one more time, I'll lock him in a room with Cobra and Vosh, armed with a horse on the promise to let the last man standing out. I hate that guy.
I wonder if Cobra would actually fight, because Cobra is kind of done now. Like, he's been taking Nal's vitamins, and they put Cobra out. Cobra was more effed up than I was the last time I took some heavy stuff, like the last show we were on. But I took it before the show because I'm a professional to make sure I could handle it, and I couldn't. So then during the show, I only ate little bites to make sure that I didn't go off the deep end. No, not Cobra Commander. King Cobra, Kai.
King Cobra.
You
Actually,
aren't
later
ready
on,
for Cobes.
I've got a short clip for Cobes. Him and Suri had a fight today, and Suri came out the victor. It was only like a minute long. We might get to it a little bit later on. But
Siri, the robot?
The phone Android, for Android, yeah. Or Google. Is it Google? No,
Siri not
is
you,
Apple.
Siri. Sorry, my phone.
Ministry of Wrongthink with the $10. For whatever it's worth, Asmongold apologized during his response to Abba and Preach, saying that Hassan is wrong and he specifically thinks streaming is harder than a real job. Well, you know.
I think Asmon read the room and immediately pulled the ripcord, as he does.
He jumped out of the trash bag too quick. He wasn't supposed to stream that day. He was frazzled.
People yelled at me for my take on Asmon and anime and stuff, and guess what? I didn't really. I was like, fuck it, I don't care. I then put up another video of roaches on him because I'm an asshole.
Alpha Lesbians gifted 10 memberships.
Alpha Lesbian coming in with a big one. God bless you.
Ancient Slug Thrower with the $10. Work harder for my amusement. Thank you
God
so
damn
much.
it.
Ross Penderdragon for the 5. I remember Asmongold reacting to DSP like it's unbelievable. It's funny he's saying this while not using any of those millions to clean that room. That's what I'm saying.
You know what's wild? DSP is cleaner than Asmongold when you think about it.
Just barely, but yes.
No, there's never been. There's a lot Phil has done. And don't get me wrong. I've seen that room. It's fucking filthy, but Phil has never been covered in roaches before, dude.
Now the garage and all the styrofoam they keep for months and months and months.
God bless him for keeping the roaches off of George Street, because I'd die laughing. It would be the end of me.
Oh wait, Left Cross.
You missed one.
If this is a take setting Gundam off, I hope you have denims take queued up. She says YouTube is easy. Streaming is incredible difficult. I don't have that clip because I don't want to.
Good. I'm not watching it, dude. I cannot. I refuse. Like this shit right here. This is easy. I watch some shit. I say something, and that's it. There's no editing. There's no research. There's no writing a script. There's no paying Adobe to use their shitty platform that kicks me out. My Adobe is so fucked right now because I have so many assets in one of the last videos, like 500 plus assets, that literally Adobe froze up and I couldn't use the search feature to go through 500 assets. So then I had to load double files. So one would actually work and the other one didn't. It's stupid. And then I was editing every day. And while editing, I would write scripts and research stuff to send to Ludwig, not World Order. Wait, Ludwig World Order. Yes, that's the right Ludwig.
Yeah,
it's Lud from now on, so I don't get confused. So Lud could do videos on the side while I was working on a gigantic one. This is so much easier. This is so much easier.
Matthew Worley with the $10. 48 weeks left to stress test my money-making scheme to quit my 9-to-5 and laugh at the pores in my fishing boat. I will let you in on it when I make it so we too can complain about how hard our lives are.
God bless you. Make sure you send it to me.
Nikki Spanglish, new member, thank you so much. Toaster, I love toast for the $5. Hey Gundam, I'd like to use that old Jobby the Hung clips. How did you find him? Are y'all friends? Will you collab with him on a project?
Toaster, what type of question is that? Number one, feel free to take it. Two, I'd say me and Jobby are friends, but he hasn't replied to my text in a while. He had some wild shit going on in his personal life. We did a couple podcasts together. Go to my other channel, No Refunds. You can watch that where we're dicking around. We were looking at Umi-chan on one episode, and I'm pretty sure like people that like Jobby and hate me probably told him like he shouldn't be doing stuff with It's a Gundam because he's an enemy of the community. He's a monster. And the only thing I ever did was just laugh at stupid people who have Zers pronouns. You know, I'm doing what God intended.
Michael Branley with the 10 pounds. I'm not your demographic, but this 55-year-old Englishman has always loved your quality content. Love to you and Fluffy. Get back on FNT soon, please.
God bless you from over the pond, my good man. Good sir.
TDK Gilgamesh with the 20. It's a Gundam is a true American. I should have like the national anthem keyed up right now.
I gotta say, I'm glad that I got rejected for the Marines. Because if I went to a battleground and somehow the grace of God lived and I had to see Hassan Piker, I'd lose my mind. If I was a vet of a war, I'd lose it looking at this dude.
I know, and you were like looking back on stuff, you know, on the lines on your phone. So, I wonder what's going on in the States. And you see streamer proxy wars.
Well, I would have been out by then. But seriously, to think like some of your buddies died for this country. So some asshole from another country could tell you that America deserved 9/11. That disgusts me. And I don't give a fuck who that upsets. I don't go to other people's countries and take a hot flaming shit on it.
I agree. C-Wad with the $10. Love your comedy, Gundam. When you mentioned working a warehouse job and Consuela passed out with most cities and paramedics, if you don't ride, you don't pay. So pretty much a free checkup. And sign AMA.
I really, I can't remember. Forgive me. Did we have a guest we have to get to, or?
This is the last one, and then I'm going to go ahead and bring on our guest. Crispy with the $10. Bossman Jack goes to rehab. His therapist is going to ask, you only lost 5K. Opens up laptop with 4K videos, only 5K. Only one hole. Hi, at least I was able to lie. Jack has all the bids at his rock bottoms.
I wish I had, like, oh my God, dude. I lost a few $100s in the stock market today, and I was reeling. I still am. Boss man loses 20 grand like it's nothing. This dude's an animal.
Okay, we've actually got a special guest.
Everyone the show's getting professional.
Everyone liked his content before, so excuse me. So we decided to bring him on. Everyone, give a warm round of applause to Cyael.
The man, the myth, the motherfucking legend. This guy right here has magic in his shoes.
Unmute your mic.
Is his mic still muted?
Yeah, he's got to unmute his mic.
Yeah, forgive me.
There we go.
I'm just making sure all of this works behind the scenes before I tried anything, because
the funny thing
as lazy as it gets.
I see this moving in the background, and I assume like he's just screaming. I'm like, we got to get him in here. This man's time is money.
Yeah, I'm just making sure it was working, because Yeah, I kind of just took what I used to stream and said, what if I just squeeze this bigger and then you make this
Genius.
work
I
here?
love
Yeah.
it. I was trying to
Mhm.
find this image for a thumbnail. I'm happy to have you on. You're one of the last bastions of hope in gaming.
It's
The
only because
fact-
I'm broke, so I stopped caring about
Yes!
whether or not. Yeah, pretty much.
You're
Because if the
hungry.
channel were monetized, then I'd be forced to jump through some more hoops, but it's not. So good.
The day's coming. I've been there. I used to go non-monetized, and then I almost ended up homeless.
Oh man.
So, you know, you got to make your money, dude. I'm going to tell you right now. I don't care if it pisses people off. You got to do you.
The thing about how I'm coming at this now, I guess, is specifically that. I mean, I was trying to get into you guys watching some of these pussy ass streamers, but you know, I'm the kind of guy where it would just drive me insane if I were to actually expose myself to it for too long, because the way I'm looking at it is when I want an escape, I usually fucking watch a movie, play a video game, listen to some music like everybody else does. And now all of that's so shit because of whatever they need to inject into it, that people are like going on the internet looking for people. And that's what's making these guys that you're watching rich. And it's this a little cycle of bullshit because they're out in California too, so they're just getting it from a new source. Whatever. It's
well,
fun.
unfortunately, you know, we have to do something. You know, you have to fight fire with fire. For good men to prosper, no wait, is it for evil to prosper? Good men must do nothing. It is up to you to call them a bundle of sticks.
I'm on Twitter right now. Have you seen that EA? No, man.
EA sent you a game.
I'm thinking of something different. It's not funny. I'm thinking of something different. EA let go like 670 employees just now.
Just now, right after
Today,
who else let go?
Around 4 p.m.
I'll look that up. I'll see if I can find it.
800, right?
Yep. 670. So almost 700 just after, what was it? Somebody yesterday. Sony.
Yes,
Is
exactly.
that audible? I'm so sorry.
So they're like downsizing. It's probably to like save money, if anything.
That shouldn't be.
Or it could be firing DIE people, honest to God.
I'm sorry. Because the alerts are playing for my channel and I don't know how to turn them off, but I will get right on to that. My point is, I don't know if you remember on Facebook when some shit went down with France and they started superimposing all their images like with the France flag. You remember that? That was years
You're
ago.
gonna have to tell me because I don't remember. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Okay,
Much like you do. The second
long story short, a lot of the people that whatever conflict or nonsense that not unlike a lot of what's going on right now was going on then made some people just go, you know, in this time, don't forget me. And they would superimpose a flag of France over their little profile picture on Facebook. I have wanted so bad to just put the pride flag over my default on Twitter. But you know, I have a woman in my life that I'm glad for that lets me know that these things aren't the smartest thing to do.
What is wrong with you showing support? You're an ally. You see,
they know me enough at this point, unfortunately. Yeah.
My problem is seeing a woman that encourages my bad behavior. She goes, you know what? Just call him a bundle of sticks. And I'm like, you know, I can't say that you're wrong in this moment. Tell me about your channel, man. Tell me what inspired you to kick so much ass.
Honestly, I don't know how deep you are into the game nonsense. I apologize for this thing not working. It keeps like reducing.
Dude, look
my
at mine.
audio.
Look at this. My shit doesn't work.
The problem is it's like I got into it to the settings to say, hey, don't mess with it, but it's still doing it, so it doesn't care. But
it looks fine to me. It's picking the avatar's picking up fine to me right now.
Listen, don't worry. Just power through.
All right, long story short, you know, you've probably heard of garbage like Anthem and Avengers and Saints Row and shit like that.
The best games ever. When I was able to put a Red Bull logo on Captain America, I knew that I had reached peak capitalism.
Just microtransaction me real hard and real good. And it wouldn't be so bad if things just worked, but they don't work either. And the women have to be ugly. I really think that's the clincher here, is that the women gotta be ugly because that's how insecure they are. But after a while, I guess the amount of people that I was seeing kind of just get quiet in the way of being silenced on whatever stupid platform they wanted to talk on is kind of what, and I hate to use the term, but it radicalized everybody. So now it's a real like enemy of my enemy is my friend kind of situation online.
I know the feeling.
And no, everybody's uniting against the people that are typically claiming inclusion and representation. So good for them. They did this to themselves. And we don't even have to name them. And everybody seems to know who we're talking about.
Oh, we can
Fucking
say
crazy.
Sweet Baby. I don't care.
Not the worst part is Sweet Baby is like
they're new on the scene.
Yeah, it's one of them. And I'm just glad for how did you see on Twitter? One of them reached out to me talking about how I'm right wing and musty and all of this nonsense. And I'm like, man, you people are so triggered over nothing right now. And it's all because of that Sushi Squad game. So I guess I'm just glad that, and worse, I think you and everybody else that's kind of in a space like us where we're actually talking about it are a little more free to talk about it, because these layoffs and all of these things crashing down, they're going to be too unfocused to really kind of come at anybody in any coordinated way, which is sad, but fuck them.
Well, for me, I've been in the gaming sphere for a long time, but I walked away because I felt like there wasn't a lot of room for growth unless you were really positive about games. Like this sort of usual reviewers that basically, who can we think of as an usual reviewer? Like Level Cap Gaming or some sort of shit like that, where it's very polished, it's very by the numbers, it's very safe. I don't believe in being safe. It's too boring. I want to express myself. And unfortunately, with the modern day YouTube, I can't even express myself on topics that used to be fucking normal now. The gaming sphere, once again, let me whip back to that. It's just, I'd say 2020 ramped up a lot of trash. Everybody's looking to over course correct, over fix things. And they just started hiring a lot of diversity and inclusion shit, which explains why a lot of games are just raw dog shit. Like when you hire a bunch of people that aren't that qualified to program.
Are you hearing that?
You're not going to have a good game.
Hello?
Hearing what?
No, it's my own notifications, and it's like,
of course we don't hear them.
Okay, good.
No, yeah, we're fine.
If we trolls remorse, the day I'll probably have my trolls remorse when I die.
The thing I'm trying to get back to is because I know you're from an era where you sat your ass down and probably clocked more hours than you'd be proud of into something like Halo.
I'll tell you right fucking now. I was the top paladin in Final Fantasy 11 online in the world for the mic trials. Jesus. That's how fucking hard I went. I beat the fucking Japanese, my dude.
So your why skill-based matchmaking is so hard across all games now.
The good old days. Final Fantasy 11 did not take that game would R your butt till the room stinked. That MMO would just decimate you. I loved it. It was just cruel. And it had the worst economy ever. Fucking Final Fantasy's economy was like Venezuela. I was literally farming seeds as the top paladin in the world to make enough money to buy armor. So yeah, I was putting a lot of time in back in the day. My girlfriend would be next to me in the bedroom and I'd be typing because it was, online with a keyboard shit. And she'd go, could you just fucking stop typing? And I'm like, but I have to tell the mage that he's low on mana and I'm also low. I have to be the tank. I have to tell them to leave to save themselves.
Big time shot caller in a raid.
Like it's my job to die before the mages die, because everybody who plays MMOs knows how it is. If the mage dies, bro, they just go fucking thermonuclear on you. And then if your mage gets really mad and they leave, you're really screwed then. But I shouldn't be the glory days of gaming. Now we got like ugly chicks in Fable 4. And I was reading like some supposed whistleblower from France or something like that. I can't remember. Who was saying that like the programmers and developers didn't want to make ugly women, but they did make them ugly to be more inclusive to the now growing trans community.
And you wouldn't call it inclusive. The word is like, they're living in fear because they understand that if they don't bow, then it'll be another boycott situation. But after Hogwarts Legacy,
that boycott was worthless.
I mean, yeah, they're gonna get real mad, and there's gonna be retweeted, like, if I want to talk about bad optics, you saw that they put some titty on Tifa in Final Fantasy, but
Yes.
then they updated the 4-year-old game, breaking all the mods, and decided, oh, well, because she's young, we want to do that. And it's like, good for you guys. You'd never do this with a man. You're doing it at the worst, like the most inopportune time to really, and because the modding community, of course, is as made all of their things that they were expecting to probably not change, but because the game's updated now, that's a problem. I think it's just I don't want to go that far because you're seeing
anti-consumer.
Nintendo is suing this boy because he's trying to emulate.
Tell him to block all his stuff in Japan so they'll never know. Oh wait, the guy who put the Pokemon in Plow World. I forgot to download.
No, not just him. There's another guy that's emulating that they are suing because they believe, I think, some game was downloaded over 1 million times. It's coming at everybody in a way where, if there were an alternative, maybe this wouldn't be such an issue, but there's not an alternative. And it circles right back to Sweet Baby for me, because what they want is no choice. And that's why, people like me, unfortunately, who would normally, I like to think if a Helldivers came out every fucking year, you would never hear from assholes like me. If a Power World came out every fucking year, I'd have my head down grinded like a fucking nobody. If there were an MMO that wasn't fucking pay to win, that wasn't Diablo in itself, patching crazy before the first season comes out so everybody's done with it, Sushi Squad can't even fucking connect to the internet. It's just every piece of shit that says, hey, you want to pay $70 for me? The women are ugly, though, and you're an idiot. Toxic masculinity. Suck my balls and the DEI's balls and get forced by Larry Fink and BlackRock. Just take this right up the ass. Pay me at the same time. It's like, and then you will look at the movies and it's the same way. My favorite fucking image to show everybody is this Witcher bitch casting agent going, we need to challenge beauty standards. And that's why I casted what they considered ugly people, which is wonderful because it's like you're roasting this bitch on a public platform. You hired her because you thought she was not quite as pretty as
conventionally attractive.
Oh my God, dude.
You know what's sad?
Yeah.
The Witcher was popular with women who don't really give a fuck about The Witcher. I had so many ex-girlfriends talking to me about
what fucking pisses me off about shit like that, man? If you've ever heard Stephanie Meyer talk about The Host, she says this is sci-fi for niggas who don't like sci-fi. And it's like, okay, right? But imagine a full staff of bitches like that working on anything.
Oh, I can't imagine it.
That's what's going on across games, across TV shows, across movies.
Streaming.
Oh my God. The whole fucking writer's room is people that are like, well, that's fucking dumb. You know what they should fucking do? And then somebody's in the back like, they wouldn't like that. Oh my, get him the fuck out of here, bigot. And now they're getting fired.
Oh my God. It sounds like toxic masculinity from Corey yet again. But on the plus side, Madam Web did so poorly, they did fire the writer's room. And they're now skewing, Silk to be more male focused, which is weird because who gives a fuck about Silk as a comic book fan?
I was trying to imagine Silk in a Spider-Man 3 because they just want that to be like a fucking diversity super friends. Fuck Peter Parker.
It's because Tom Holland can't carry a film by himself.
Well,
it's the truth. Name a Spider-Man film that didn't have someone else in it.
I agree.
Dude, they gave
him like he's so blank. That's exactly what they want out of that boy, though. For him to just kind of be.
Come on, Tom Holland has no riz. He's a blank slate in his own fucking relationship.
It's no range for me. I mean, what do you do with something like that? They hired him for that reason, to be that and he's perfect in that. Because to me, you look at Neo, and Neo doesn't need to be too much. We're putting ourselves on Neo the same way that the hoes are putting themselves on like a Twilight Bella. And that works. And I'm sure people had the same idea with Tom Holland, but I don't like a Spider-Man that brings nothing to the table. And that's the thing that, unfortunately, I hate Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man, but I feel like he brings more to that character than Tom
Tom
Holland.
Holland. Yes. Oh
I
my
love
God.
Tobey Maguire Spider-Man, and
Yeah.
naturally he brings more to that Spider-Man than
Tobey
Tom Holland.
Maguire actually fucking nailed it, which is sad to see the deterioration of Spider-Man over the years.
It's sad to see kind of everything deteriorate in a
You
way
got
where
me
at
there.
the time it sucked, and over time, damn, it doesn't
Like
suck
Star
as
Wars.
bad as all this other shit.
Yeah, so basically you're saying there's dark days ahead for us.
Pretty much, like about a year and a half, probably, before they really shake it on out of their pant leg there.
I hope it happens soon. But it seems like nature's kind of trying to heal itself, but it's taking so long.
I think somebody was floating around some Saturday Night Live clip, and you know when shit like that floats into your timeline, you're like, why is anybody talking about this? And it's because some guy was saying racist and artard. I don't know what's safe for your stream, but they were like,
I know
this is a big deal.
I know we can't say nibbas. Can we say that?
Yeah, we can. He can say that.
Oh, I can say it, but
Yeah, YouTube does it. Like you can say it, but YouTube's gonna come in.
YouTube,
like,
YouTube struck me for saying that word before with the A.
Well, your problem is your avatar looks white. That's why.
Oh yeah, you know I'm not on screen enough to
exactly
prove,
until they are 100% sure you're a minority. You are a white man until proven otherwise.
And you see
100%.
behind the scenes all of that shit they're always asking you in the way of the surveys. I'm like, if I just lied and said I was so trans, would that shoot me to the front of the? You know what I mean?
I tried to.
You tried to lie.
I tried to join the Black Content Creators program. They rejected me.
Not hood enough. You know what I'm saying?
It is true. You know, back in the hood, they called me cheese nips because I wasn't full cracker before they beat me. Yeah, it's just real shit. You know, it is what it is.
I
actually want to jump in here real quick because I wanted to play something from Cyael's channel that I found hilarious, just like I found that clip the other night. Oh my God.
Gamers rise up.
There we go.
Let's hit that Belle Delphine quote.
This right here, I love this. Like, this sounds like an anti-woke preacher to me, a Southern Reverend preacher, and it's just one of the best things.
Alien creatures. Blades, machine guns, laser blasters, realistic gunfire, blood splatter, close-up images of impalement, dismemberment, decapitation, female characters in revealing costumes, deep cleavage, skin-tight, flesh-toned bodysuits with breasts that jiggle during combat.
Say it,
Father.
I love that. That's poem. That's poetry right there.
Do you know what that is that I'm reading?
I do, but you can go ahead and tell the audience.
Yeah, you may as well tell the audience. You know, I don't know.
It is the ESRB rating for an upcoming game called Stellar Blade that allows.
Oh, we all know about Stellar Blade here, dude.
Yeah, but the
We've all got it
ESRB
pre-ordered.
rating for me feels so offended. You'd never catch them saying this shit about a man, but they're writing words like deep cleavage on the back of a box for a jiggle physics waifu game. Like,
What did they say for like The Last of Us 2 when the ugly chick who looks like a dude got railed?
That was just empowering. I'm sure it just said, hey, you
probably
better buy
sensual.
this on the back of the box. Yeah. You know, if you don't buy this, you're a bigot and you're not an ally. That's probably what it said on the back of the box. But deep cleavage is like a warning. Oh, man. There's some really problematic and offensive stuff in here.
I wish it was the 1980s again because I'd make a rock band called Deep Cleavage.
There you go. That's a winner.
The album title, Succulent Flesh. Sorry, I'm drinking. I had to stop the mic.
I just wanted to show that real quick. Let me get that off there.
What is
I can't wait for the figures that are going to come after Stellar Blade drops, dude. Like the amount of sexy figures that this game is going to inspire is going to just be off the rails.
I'm trying so hard not to shield for that game, but I just feel like it represents choice.
You kind of have, like, I agree with you. I kind of feel like I'm doing it for the most part to piss people off that are against it.
In the same way that everybody would probably cover Hogwarts Legacy.
The Last of Us 2.
Not even. And when you think about YouTube from that perspective, it's like we're all teabaggers looking for the thing that squeaks the most when we teabag it. And all they got to do is shut up, but they never shut up. So when you go over them and you're like, you like this? And they're like, you better stop. You're like, ooh, yeah, this is the guy. This is the area we should work here. Stellar Blade's that right now. And they're trying so hard to be like, yeah, I don't care. It's whatever. I mean, why do you know? Man, they're arguing for polygon rights. You should have seen this tweet.
Polygon rights?
Yeah, I tweeted this. There was this upskirt in Spider-Man 2. I found one woman in a skirt in that entire game. And you know what the problem is, Gundam? I'm heterosexual. Yeah. The problem is I'm not gay. So bombarded with the gay in Spider-Man. When I saw that woman with the skirt, I just said, can I get the camera up there? And when I did it, man,
what'd you find?
Muda, I saw, it was a nicely modeled, just beautiful stuff. I tweeted it. Mudahar retweeted it. He was all like, oh, go, you know what I mean? And I'm like, okay, good. You got to get in on this. But the comments, man, you would think that this series of pixels in the polygon shape of a woman had rights and was a real person, because instead of arguing over racist AI and all kinds of war going on in the world, people were willing to just camp out and talk about how offended they were by this upskirt in a video game. I haven't been back to see if it's been patched because I deleted Spider-Man a while back, but I would love to know if that's not in the game anymore.
You know what the problem is?
I feel like that's people inside screaming out. Do you feel that way a lot?
I kind of feel like it's a lot of performative people, especially on Twitter, because it seems like victimhood and being virtuous is currency for a lot of people. I think that there are a multitude of human beings now that sit online all the time, terminally online. They have no life. They have no friends. They have no fucking nothing. So the most validation they get is when they repeat the correct phrase or viewpoint on whatever the fuck is going on. And I feel it's kind of tragic and pathetic. It's like I said earlier, the herd mentality and the herd morality, as Friedrich Nietzsche once called it. And it's just so prominent today. I try to tune these people out because I'm going to say something that's a hot take now, but I feel like they're lesser humans, which is a weird thing to say. But it's like, what could they, what else could they fucking be? Who the fuck does this? Oh no, an upskirt in a video game. I have to tell you how polygons should have rights. What are we going to have? Women's liberation for like Stellar Blade or some shit? And what's also weird is these same people that have these moral standings are the same ones that will tell you to support fucking sex workers as they literally promote their pornography on a man's obituary. But you're over the fucking line.
That's what's easy to show at this point is the hypocrisy. And when you can kind of take two articles, you can take two tweets and just put them next to each other. And it's not a meme. It's just like, look how hypocritical this motherfucker is. And these are all of the game's journalists. These are a lot of content creators that are just shilling for this shit. And it'd be one thing, in my opinion, and I mean no disrespect, because I'm not disrespecting you. I'm disrespecting these people. So I guess I do mean a bit of disrespect. But I have to say that, you know where it's going. But these people are not doing things for what I'd consider worth it. You're bending over for Nintendo. I kind of get it, right? You're bending over for something that could really get you paid. I get it. But I was covering Marvel's Avengers. I was covering Saints Row. I was covering Sushi Squad. And I stuck my dick just a little. Let me not get into that. But if you go on to like the Reddits and the Discords and on Twitter, you see these people that feel like they have been engineered and just fed a doctrine by these developers who have just assigned them the personality that they need to have, no matter how broken this thing. You know, that game's still broken weeks out. And I don't want to keep talking about the damn game, but my point is, when this is in everything and it's compromising it in a way where it's kind of obvious, but they're going to try to go, oh, well, you don't know the inclusion or how hard or how far they went. You know, Alan Woke barely sold, but that's all they
I didn't even know it came out yet.
Alan Wake 2 barely sold anything.
That explains why we haven't heard of it.
If you watched Jeff Keighley's Shill Awards, his whole show is about Alan Wake. He didn't mention Hogwarts Legacy that sold the most last year, but it was all about Alan Wake. And I feel like all anybody has to do is be honest, and it'll separate them. They're unique. They're a unicorn.
Honesty
now.
is dangerous today, dude. Honesty is
I
absolutely
get
dangerous.
it, and that's why they're mad at me, because they feel like I'm, in Jamaica we have a phrase called boxing food out a dog mouth, which is to say you're hitting the food out of a dog's mouth, and they're not struggling like that. I'm the one demonetized. I can't really scratch much together, but I do this because I'm passionate about it. These people have their setup. They have their different people and their networks and people they can collaborate with, but they act as though they feel my speaking the truth harms their ability to make money. And the only way that would be the case is if they're doing what they project onto me, the grifting, you know what I mean? All of this bullshit
exactly.
where they got to tell lies. They got to reinforce these lies. They need the people to believe these lies. And if the truth comes in, that could burst the bubble. That could let in stuff that they're not supposed to know about. And the worst part is they're making the industry worse.
Yes.
And they're keeping the entertainment bad, where just like Sweet Baby, you see how they lock in everything. You know what I mean? All you have to do is just show them. You don't have to
about
prove
control completely in every facet of entertainment. Like, it's not just gaming. It's like our social, political sphere right now suffers from this. The movies and television suffer from it. It's about power at the end of the day. And to let another idea in is abhorrent to them. It's akin to death. It's unacceptable. That's why people like us are absolutely vilified for just making fun of something that obviously needs to be made fun of, to be ridiculed, because laughter is a tool, and it's the only weapon you sometimes have against a I don't want to say an oligarchy, but what the fuck word am I looking for? I've been drinking, Tater.
Meritocracy? No.
I know you're not thinking meritocracy. Whatever. Point being, it's the only weapon we have.
Oligarchy. Let's just put oligarchy in there.
It's not really an oligarchy because they're not all rich, but you know what I mean. Forgive me, chat. I shouldn't have drank before the stream.
I feel that when I observe a lot of the radical pronoun people, the sensitivity people, because when I look at Saints Row, it's truly one of my favorites, because it when you're making music, you gotta be the right interval away from each other. You got to make that music right. If it's too close, you're just clashing. And I feel like when you have something as simple as a Mortal Kombat, but you want to take the blood out, you want to take the tits out, it's like, okay, what are you doing? You want to have a Saints Row, but you're trying to make it tame and squeaky clean and about friends, and it's like a Bible, like a youth group. You know what I'm saying? What the hell is going on here?
Saints Row doing a weird 180 was the oddest thing I ever seen. And then the developers started shitting on the fan base, which was also a weird take.
I was there. One of them hoes, when she had enough drinks, was trying to accuse people of being a terrorist for review bombing their broken game. And the funniest part about that, and funny is the wrong word, forgive me, the most messed up part about it is some people within the Saints Row community were waiting on this patch that would fix Saints Row 2, which they gave a big shit about for as far long back as that came out. And one of the people kind of working on the Saints Row team was working on that, like in between whatever. And when that game got Volition shut down, I guess all the dreams of that ever getting patched died, because another guy that was involved with it was dead too. I don't know the specifics of it. It's just like you could tell they were stringing them along to get them invested in this game, to keep them jumping through the hoops. And before that game came out, I remember looking up some of the music choices. And you ever just look up some songs and they don't have like 100 or 300 views on YouTube? That's what was going on.
Sometimes you find gems, but I highly doubt the people behind Saints Row have an ear for music.
Yeah, it was all about how little they had to pay in the way of getting those songs in there. Those people will probably pay them. Oh, well, they'll pay you an exposure right in your game.
It's not even good exposure because nobody remembers Saint Row 2 or whatever the fuck Saint Row was. I forgot.
They're not going to remember Sushi Squad. They're not going to remember Skull and Bones. And that's why they're so triggered.
Fucking Ubisoft was contacting me for like over a year to play Skull and Bones, and I ignored the emails. I just had no interest. It looked like pure trash.
It's so much simpler than you would imagine it to be. And that's kind of the problem, I think, is on a conceptual level, you and I could sit down and think up something more entertaining than what they end up with in these titles. And it's because it's people who hate it making it, and that's okay.
Yeah, it is really weird. It does seem like the gaming industry has got a lot of people that either hate gaming or they hate gamers. And it's more about sending a message or talking about what they believe in, or always saying things like to suit a modern audience or reflect the world we live in. And that's not what anybody fucking wants. Like, I just want to escape.
Because I'm watching, occasionally I'm looking at you looking at TikTok and looking across the entertainment industry. I don't know how you stomach that because, you're getting a raw input of how the younger generation is being shaped by this algorithm, right?
Oh my God.
Because they have no good entertainment, they're getting 100% of this bullshit.
The algorithm gives them like what they're watching, and then it just gets progressively worse to keep engagement up. That's the whole point of the algorithm, is to lock them into TikTok. And before you know it, a girl who was watching something worried about, I don't know, the economy could become completely militant against like the government or the other side of the political aisle. It's just really strange. And like, especially gender on TikTok, like now they, them pronouns is old. Like it's over for they, them. So you got to be a Zer or demi self or devil self or demon self or fire self. It's like, it just escalates into just sheer insanity. And the sad thing is, if I point out this insanity, people on Reddit didn't write about how they could boycott me. It's terrible.
They got time for that.
No, not this fucker.
Happy Pride Month.
Hold on.
Let's talk about my pronoun.
No, stop it. I sent you 2 tweets, right? One that showed like a wrestler named Sable, some hot blonde with abs. Right. And they're like, Generation X finds this sexy. And then, dude, you're showing the fucking DMs, my dude. What are you doing? Take it off screen. What are you doing? What unprofessional shit is this? What the fuck?
I was searching for it.
Bro. Oh my God, damn it. I'm sorry you had to witness this level of unprofessionalism.
Total trash.
If I could fire you, you are so lucky.
Why do you think it took this long, knowing how much this is riling people up? Surely,
which one? Suicide Squad or a society?
No. Like as society, you're kind of you're someone whose name no one will ever know, but you're kind of tasked with making sure these bitches don't get too riled up and anything crazy doesn't escalate into a problem. Unless that's all according to plan, right? Why let it get this bad?
I can't say that. It doesn't make sense. Which is why
do they want people glued to fucking streamers and TikTok? Because
here's
there's no alternative here.
Part of me,
making money somewhere.
I personally don't think a lot of people think it's premeditated, like some shadow organization. And I used to think that, but things have gotten so stupid that it's like off the rails. What shadow organization wants everything so far off the rails that soon nothing will work? And yes, money is number one. The algorithm, TikTok generates money off of this shit. The longer people are on and engaged, it's all about cash.
It just feels like a Ghost in the Shell episode with where AI is going.
But it's not as cool as Ghost in the Shell.
Of course. How could it be?
It's like gay Ghost in the Shell.
Gay.
It's gay Cyberpunk 2099 or some shit. It's like all the worst shit in Cyberpunk we have, but none of the cool stuff. I'm not going to have my robotic dick. It is a crime. The Lale Lule Lo. Thank you. Lale Lule Lo is actually kind of like based on the Japanese vowels or something like that. Is I can't even remember them right now. Fucking A. All the Japanese lessons that I'm forgetting. What are we talking about again? Society falling shit. It's fucked. We're all fucked.
100%.
And I shouldn't drink.
You got me thinking about DSP, man. That's entertainment.
Where did DSP come from? Well,
I'm just thinking about where everybody goes, because my favorite part about this ESG bullshit and BlackRock and Vanguard, and they're all over entertainment, is that they want to rob you of choice. No matter what you do, no matter where you go, you got to get this message. So people will literally fuck off into the corners of the internet and go, you know what, man? At least I'm not getting that message here. And
it's kind of like they're opting for the parasocial relationships because this generation doesn't go outside. They don't play baseball.
To me how people are watching, because I don't mean this in the. Of course I do. I guess I mean it in the rude
It's over.
way.
You're saying it.
Yeah. But look at Wings. Look
Yeah.
at any of these people that, and I separate, like you were looking at Asmon earlier, and any of these streamers that are up their own ass because they've just got the audience. What keeps people outside of a certain age range watching these people? Yeah,
Like I said,
to them,
parasocial
they may be-
relationship. Like probably the people that watch these guys feel like they're friends because, like I said before, this is the first generation where people aren't going outside. They don't play baseball, football, etc. There's no riding bicycles with your friends to go to somebody else's house to see a porn movie or something wild like that. It's all you're stuck to your phone. You're constantly on your screen.
That's
It's
why
weird.
I brought up that DSP clip. I was going to play real quick.
All right, let's see it hit me.
Oh my
What sort of money would it take for me to take a vacation to Hawaii or anywhere you look like you can use a break in paradise like Honolulu? Man, honestly, you want to know, it's not a matter of money at this point. It's a matter of a lot of factors. Factor number one.
Here we go.
It's not that I can't, not that I couldn't afford a vacation. It's that I can't afford to take the time off.
On time, yeah.
If I go to Hawaii, it's going to be like a week at least, right? How do I make money for the week when I'm not here?
Oh,
every
you
day I
make
work is the day I
videos
make
before you
money.
leave, Phil. That's the answer, right? Or am I wrong?
Do them in Hawaii. Or why don't you
a live stream with Phil on the beach? What a treat.
There you go.
As Kat like berates him for looking at another woman by mistake.
You know if he's still doing his gotcha pulls in that wrestling game?
Oh, of course he is.
Oh,
Dude, he's
yeah.
an addict.
It's factored into his monthly bills.
Dude, I'm a recovering I'm a recovered gambler. So I know how this thing rolls. When I was younger, and I say young, I mean literally I was gambling at like 10, dude. So I'd be in like a bad school for troubled youth, playing dice with hall monitors and gangsters. And when I couldn't come up with my money, you know what happened? They beat this shit out of me. They beat me up and then stuffed me in a locker. You had to pay your debts. I remember once they beat one teacher so badly that dude came in crutches and it was wild. I went to a really bad school. But it's better than the schools now. Your kids come out where they're trans now, the poor kids. Gunnar was stealing and crack when he was 3. I wasn't that far off, dude. No, I just said I was playing dice and I couldn't cover my debts. So obviously I wasn't slinging crack. I was broke.
I could do that. You see? There's some situations that may come up in the next few years if inflation goes down and stuff, where things might get better for us, and then maybe I could. Right now, I just don't. All my money is going to important stuff. And then, like, for example, last year, I'm starting to save up money, and what happens? My tire gets stolen off my car. My food waste disposal breaks.
I can't. Fuck Dark Side Phil. I'm sorry. Let me say something to you, and I'm sure that you've probably heard it before, but I want to run it by you so I can get your perspective.
Hit me.
I believe the real entertainment watching a Dark Side Phil is not in him, but it's in people that are watching him because they can't stand him, getting frustrated when people go in there and donate this son of a bitch money. They are the trolls here teabagging the people who are, not detractors, but just like they're in there asking themselves if it would kill this guy to be entertaining. And then somebody comes in and goes, this is the best fucking thing I've ever seen. It doesn't matter if they're honest. It doesn't matter if they're trolling. They just gave this guy money. And I feel like that's the show. People going, oh my God. And now they're going to go make content about it.
So
I don't think either of us can ever approach.
How far are you in the hole?
Huh?
How far are you in the DSP hole?
Man.
Because technically,
because I've been on the internet for as long as I have, DSP and Chris Chan I probably know the most about. And I guess you should just ask me questions and then I'll answer them to let you know how much I've seen of DSP.
So, Piece of Peace does like a spreadsheet that counts all the money Phil gets then.
I've seen that in a couple of documentary style.
Duty Streams does it too.
Yeah.
They do all accounting for the week and stuff.
I probably should have said to Duty personally, don't go too far down this hole, because if you pay Dark Side Phil too much attention, it'll drive you crazy. Like, I have stepped back from Philism because there was one day he was telling like a huge lie and it actually pissed me off. And this is like probably a year ago. And I stopped and said to myself, I'm actually getting mad at a guy I don't know this much. I need to like remove myself from this and just peer from the outside and laugh. So I pay attention to what Phil's saying. Right now, he's saying his tire was stolen and his fucking garbage disposal broke.
And he's broke.
That's like $600.
Right.
Phil's pretending he spent like a couple grand. And on top of that, I'm pretty sure that like his tire thing was fake to get money because it was the same jack stand that comes with these fucking cars. You're going to tell me a thief just happened to steal his tire and use the same type of jack stand? No. And we all know Kat's fat now. She probably got a fucking flat and she called Phil and he came out there and he's like, I'm coming, honey. You know, it gets out there. They start jacking up the tire and Phil strokes his little gray beard. You can't see my hands. I got to set up the camera for my hands. And he goes, how can I make money off this? Yes. I'll say someone stole my car tire. Yeah.
Of it right now.
Yes. And put it online. Get the fuck out of here. I know he's bullshitting.
I just don't get
thousands
why.
of dollars over the course of the year.
Money.
That was the money.
It's just like TikTok. It's all about money.
All about money.
I was trying to say. So, you know, there you have it. That's number one. So number one, it's not a matter of,
pause it again. Because now we're too deep. And my designer's going to be pissed if she sees this. If she sees me talk about Phil, she's going to be in my ear later. Like,
Sorry,
fuck
Anus.
it. Like, Phil's lying. He's never going to do a vacation with Kat. They've been doing this vacation for 5 years. It's never coming.
Like Wings' surgery then.
Yes.
Excellent.
Like for him to go to Hawaii or something, it'll be $5,000 to $7,000. For him to take Kat to Japan, it'll be like $7,000.
I need to go back and watch some of your DSP content because he's never been as entertaining to me as Chris Chan was in his early days.
Chris Chan in his prime was a god.
These are easy favorite Trumans. And then it's like, man, you couldn't pay me to pay attention to him because what do you mean you're messing with your mom? And oh my God.
Like, would never Chris Chan again. It's over. Like, I feel like the golden age of lol cows is done. And now we're in like the bronze age or the dark age.
You think it's ever going to get so bad the way that it is for some of us now, for some of the trans people who have enjoyed kicking and been pretty verbal in a way where it's like they're going to have that to point to when you're done. You know what I mean? They're saying so much they can't take back at this point where we're the shoe like on the other foot. It would be pretty bigoted, right? But it's okay because, you know, they don't like this person. And I'm just like, you know, you're thinking the day's never going to come. Are you fucking off the internet? What's the plan? What's the long-term plan? You're not Phil, where you just roll over and deal with it.
You know, I haven't got anything for you. I think in a few years, there's going to be a lot of people that are going to detransition and probably have a hard time of it, in my opinion. Because the shit I've seen on Twitter as of late, like the transsexual diaper furry movement, I don't know how to preface this for you, but it's like trans women that dress like little babies and they shit in diapers. Then they lay on the floor in like a circle and then they stuff each other's faces in their diaper asses and sniff.
I think this is all like a jealousy thing because if you've ever known a bitch in high school, you know, when you're young, even a woman at your job that gets way too much attention, not for being super hot, but just for being the hottest there. People are watching her getting so mad. And finally, they found a way to go home and go, yeah, now I'm a beautiful woman.
Now I'm a beautiful woman.
All right. Now everybody's going to think I'm about, you know what I mean? And if you don't,
dude, I have a take that'll probably get us banned.
Here, let me have it.
You know what I think? I think it's a lot easier to put on a dress and take HRT than it is to lift weights and get in shape.
That's
Good night,
my
everybody.
Noise. Oh God! You know that's my donation noise.
It's a fantastic noise.
Yeah. What I'm thinking is statistics are probably getting us all in trouble at this point. And I didn't want to become one of those guys, but here we are now. You know?
Your life is done. Your channel's done.
The mirror's getting me in trouble. And I'm being told I'm harassing when it's like, oh, What you mean for showing them the clip of what they said? I got banned from fucking Insomniac for showing them creative director Brian Intahar's you gotta give them what they want so you can inject other shit. My God. I saw you on Twitter saying that you saw the inclusivity video. You know, the beginning of that video was like, ooh, the internet's how we can reach those young kids. I was like, God damn, man, this is fine. What if it gets out and people are just like, yeah, well, what hope is there? Like that's everywhere in California then. That everybody's just like, yeah, let's get those kids, bro. That's cool.
I think California people now are just so fine with going with whatever the fuck happens. The vast majority are just kind of like, okay, Gavin Newsom's going to give some migrants insurance, but I can't have any. Okay. They just like take it. These companies want to go after kids because like the internet is where the kids are. They don't really watch movies. They don't read books.
For me, it's like they only care about the kids half because they're creeps and they're into it and they want that, right?
Oh, this is darker than that? I thought they're just trying to like get the kids to have some pronouns. We're going darker?
It's that because they're impressionable. If it could work on us, they'd target us too. But the kids are stupid. So they go for these kids and they're like, oh, hell yeah. You know what I mean? Here's some shit you should believe and then tell your dumbass friends about. But the other ones are like, ooh, you know, I feel so young when I'm talking to these kids and telling them to fuck with their pronouns and shit.
Is this the tweet that you were talking about with Brian Intihar?
If that's the 13-minute video, I'm a son of a bitch.
Oh
so I apologize. No, that's the whole video of me dissecting like 4 different interviews that he did where he's like, let me tell you about this black girl, man. Should we put it in a game? And I'm like, okay, man, Jesus Christ. Oh, fuck. I thought Spider-Man was on the box, man. Hey. But
in this game about Spider-Man, we want you to be a young black deaf girl. Dude, did you finish Spider-Man?
I did. I just, I
couldn't
didn't have the heart after, because the first one I platinumed. It was a pleasure. The second one, man, it was like pulling teeth to get through.
Yes. I was playing that shit, hanging out with a woman, and I'm telling her how cool Spider-Man is.
Oh, you fucked up. You really got the cuck experience, man. You set yourself up for that bullshit.
I'm playing.
Hey, check this out. And you're just like, oh, God.
Oh, my God. And she literally looks me in the face and goes, so this is the cool Spider-Man game, huh? And I'm like, I don't know what happened.
I see people posting cinematics on Twitter going, man, this is the coolest game. And I'm like, God damn, that's all y'all need.
They're like putting it up against like Baldur's Gate for story.
And they're like, nobody even plays Baldur's Gate. It really shows you just how many like young and just outside of the bubble motherfuckers there are. And that's fine, that's how they get down. But to me, man, that guy, that's a real villain inside that studio. He's all like, I'm all inclusive and shit. At the end of that inclusivity video, those woke motherfuckers said, don't make these characters one-dimensional and do not fuck around with like properly represent. A real Puerto Rican fucking apartment would have a Puerto Rican flag on the wall, and not just the Puerto Rican flag, but like decorations. It would be cozy. It would feel like someone's home. So then they put the Cuban flag on the wall, and that'd be fine if it wasn't the third game that Miles Morales is playable in, and if it didn't happen be fucking 4. They fucked the flag up before. And to me, some of this shit feels like somebody's inside that studio going, hey, I hate this woke shit too. And it's like, I can't prove it.
I think what happened is they really didn't fucking know. Like, they're too busy going, look how good we are. They put out the inclusion video. And the funny thing about the inclusion video is how they talked about how important it is to capture Latin culture and Puerto Rican culture and still got the wrong fucking flag. That's what was like mind-blowing for me.
Again. And I'm the bitch because, I've bought shit like Anthem and Marvel's Avengers and, I feel kind of... Oh, you
bought Anthem, bro?
Oh,
and Marvel's Avengers?
The thing is, by Marvel's Avengers, I knew what I was kind of signing up for. I just didn't think it would be that bad. And everything that I buy, I think to myself, it can't be that bad. And then it is. And it's beautiful. But with Spider-Man specifically, think back to that first fucking trailer. They really appealed to your bitch-ass fan, Venom?
I'm sitting there like, Eddie Brock?
And then somebody's like, who's going to voice him? Tony Todd? You mean Candyman Tony Todd? Wow. It could almost be dark, you assume. But then you get in the game, 1 Mary Jane, 2 Mary Jane, 3 Mary Jane, 4 Mary Jane, 5 Mary Jane portions, bro. Are we going to get to play Venom? No. How about you matchmake this gay boy? All right. Can I get the Middle Eastern version that they censored all this shit out of? No.
How come we can't buy the versions with the stuff we don't want removed?
Like, the reason I can't even look at these streamers is because I'm so mad just thinking about gaming half the time, because every angle, you remember this Skullgirl nonsense where they retroactively modded it? And that's the same thing that's happening to Final Fantasy to me right now, but they were removing people's reviews when they went on to Steam, and I was like, okay. And then people would try to mod things, and then Nexus mods would ban those mods, and I'm like,
it's kind of sad to see Nexus go down this road, but I knew it was coming. The writing was on the wall for years.
Just infiltrated, and the writing on the wall should be legible to all of us. Sure, you want to take a side. You got to see where the wind blowing, though. You got to be able to read that writing on the wall. Why press the button that loses you money and also has potential to just make you collapse over time? You're seeing that in the industry right now, but they're not going to stop. It's going to be.
I think that don't they get paid by the ESG on some level for keeping up these subsidies and bullshit like that?
At this point, it's irrelevant because they know this is unsustainable. For a long time, they could dance around the unsustainability of it all, but now it's
starting to come to a head.
And the thing is, I like to think of the layoffs as like rocks being thrown at the outside of their building, and now the rocks are like boulders, and they're breaking through, and they're on the table, and people are like, yeah, look, I deserve my job with my dyed hair, and it's like cool, right? But everybody else is getting fired because it's like they're not necessary. It's really the definition of the word redundant. But every word's going to get redefined these days. You know what I've taken to doing? You want to know why I'm so stupid and silly and singing my songs on my bitch-ass channel, homie? It's because I can get away with singing shit that I can't say, just like a real rapper. You know what I mean? Did you think about that?
An angle I did not see coming.
Yeah, think about that one. So,
here, we're going to play that clip right now, as a matter of fact.
The touch of the black man in a woke story. The God hand shining down, shining upon thee. White man as you lay down. Cis white man and couple in background. Understand the power of a black man is a God hand. I breathe life into you. One touch is not enough from greatness. One touch from the black man. Watch me do it again. Kneel and be amazed at the touch of the black man. I bring life. I bring life. That's right! That's right!
That's a great clip.
I want you to check out this I'm gonna send the clip, and forgive me, I should because you've heard the song "We Didn't Start the Fire," right?
Oh yes, by Billy Joel.
Yeah, and I looked at that earlier. I don't know if we would get hit for copyright.
Okay, you're right.
I would have played that though.
Yeah, no problem.
Chad, he really does have a good rendition of "We Didn't Start the Fire." I think it was like 5 days ago you put it up.
Yes.
I'll try to link it in the chat.
What the problem is now is I want to go crazy towards Stellar Blade. Not because and here's another thing that I think a lot of people coming to me fresh don't understand. I can smell slop a mile away, man. And the thing about it is, it's still a stepping stone in the right direction if we cap for this slop. And the same way when we see Tifa's titties, we go, hooray! When they censor her, we're supposed to go, boo! No, you don't do that. Bad optics, right, guys? And a bunch of people are coming over like, she's young! And I'm like, bitch, keep talking. You're just making this trend more.
Tifa? I don't know.
It's in a flashback sequence they patched her. But it's like the principle of the thing. It's 4 years old.
You're breaking the fucking mods. You wouldn't care if it was a man. These are fucking polygons. It's not that egregious. And here's the favorite part, of course, is the hypocrisy. There's always so many other contradictions. If you're going to go for this, why don't you go with this? And how long are you going to be patching it? I think I uploaded a video, and in the corner of the fucking thumbnail, I put the motherfucker who shoots Han Solo saying McClunky.
Guido?
Greedo shooting Han Solo saying McClunky, which was added after the fact. What the fuck does that bring to this scene? Do you get what I'm saying? McClunky.
The pandering effect.
It touches Tifa's 20, so we're bothered by Tifa being 20?
In a flashback sequence, they modded her like under thing to make the whatever. I really think it was a move to block the mods, but you know, that's conjecture. So that's fine. Right?
The modders will win in the end. You cannot defeat them.
And what's crazy is modding is so it's the center of what gaming is.
Modding saved Bethesda.
And even those modders summoned a soul, summoned self-respect to say, no, I will not play Starfield. I'm not going to fix your game, Todd Howard.
Was so broken, the modders actually threw their hands in the air.
You know why I knew it was broken? Here's another shit game on top of fucking Anthem and Babylon's Fall and all this garbage. Fallout 76. I played that when it launched. Didn't work too well. Nothing about it worked well. They were. Oh, remember they said they were going to send out a bag that was like a canvas bag, and everybody was like, "Oh, here's your plastic bag you look for."
Yeah,
cool, man. And then they doxed them. Did you remember that? You remember when they were like, "Hey,
I did videos on that."
Yeah, good, great. The gaming industry. And in case that wasn't dumb enough, remember E3? And then they doxed people. Oh no. You think Jeff Keighley's going to dox people this year? Fuck a doodle do. This industry is getting what it deserves, but it's just like pathetic because it is now default the highest earning entertainment branch because they fucking, I almost said some words. They bent over the TV industry. They bent over movies, you know, TV and streaming, whatever. And now they couldn't stop at games. They got to go for the anime too. They got to slide that woke shit up in there as well. So I hate Asmongold occasionally, but when he's like, hey, look what this bitch said. And she's like,
I have a vagina. You need to just deal with it. It's not your fault you're not getting laid. I'm going to be changing your anime. You need to deal with it.
And it's like, that's so great. You're comfortable saying this shit on camera. You want to say it again from another angle, you dumb slut. Fuck these people. And they're so proud. And they're proud because it's been celebrated behind closed doors. Why?
Money. Because
for this long though, man.
I would say that it's
from like the pandemic, all
more
the
than
pandemic
money.
bloat money just came in and all these new ideas started to come in and a
dude,
narrative
it's more than money.
Company.
It's the thing. It's like it's starting at the colleges. Like these students go to the colleges, they get fucking Marxist and socialist communist ideas, all this bullshit.
Yeah.
Then they go into all of the industries we care about and sit there and go, oh, this is racist, it's bigoted, it's homophobic, etc.
If they'd been through any length of school, I'd get a little bit of like educated anything from what they mix up. They feel to me more like a person who has sat in and paid half attention to a psychology 101 class, just one class. And now they're out and they're like, you know what? I really understand the world in a way that it makes me better than other people. Let me tell you about that. And it's like vegan. Here are my bro, you are a man. That's all I really need to say to you. Both of you are men. So you've been somewhere and expected people to not give a shit. My name is Cyael, right? It's like Kal-El, but with the Y. How many, you know how comfortable I need to get when niggas calling me Kyle? Because it's, you know, how much of my fucking time am I going to spend going, actually, hey, Kyle, you better get her, suck my dick, bro. You have time for this shit? You're putting on a wig and going into like a fast food place with the camera on you going, ooh, I hope some, ooh. Sorry, a little high. Yeah, I hope somebody misgenders me in this drive-through. You said
You're
what?
on TikTok, mister.
I look like a what? Get out of the fucking, get in the parking. Okay, why? Jesus.
This Chick-fil-A is bigoted. They misgendered me 3 times.
What I love though is you're targeting someone that works in fast food for your bullshit, dude. You could go anywhere. And you know, hey, I don't really want to get too crazy on this stream, but I feel the same way after some cereal stuff. You know what I mean? When people just go, and it's like, oh, they went to a grocery store, a concert. No, there's better venues for this, right? And that ties, unfortunately, back into the people we're not supposed to be mentioning, is every time it seems to be the wrong people. And I'm not saying it's specifically one group of people. It's everybody. Whenever it's the wrong people, the media is like, whoa. And that just stacks up. You know what I mean? The dislikes are hidden. Our comments are locked. We're not allowed these phrases. YouTube won't let you be you. Everyone's demonetized. No one can tell a joke because humor's not okay. Bro, the last time we let people decide what was and wasn't okay to joke with, look where it got us. And I'm glad that this is all over now. Not quickly, not fully, but you can tell. The fact that we're allowed to even talk and anybody's paying attention to us, man, it means that they are so divided, they don't have time.
There's an audience for this.
The sad thing is we're going to end up in the oven. You just don't realize it yet.
Ooh, I think we need to end off right there. Cyael,
we can't say that?
You coming on, man. You got any projects that you're getting into?
Not at all. I'm just hoping that I avoid attention. So coming here was a very smart idea. Yeah, you know what I mean?
You got a spotlight on you. Congratulations.
This isn't Kick. We were literally getting too raw.
We appreciate you coming on, man.
I appreciate you having me. Thank you big time, and I hope to
the second I get that Kick deal, we'll have you back. Probably before that.
You got
have some unfiltered conversation.
Kick, then we can actually say some shit. I have to sit here I'm gonna let him go just hog wild, because if I join in, they're gonna nuke us.
The agent's gonna give us a call on the bat line.
Let me check my phone, because my phone was going off a lot actually.
All right.
I put this shit on mute.
Thank you guys big time. Appreciate it.
I will see you soon.
Take it easy.
You cut him off before he finished. Oh my God.
I'm sorry. Sorry about that. Oh, great guest. Bro, we've got some super chats we've got to run.
We have to read those super chats.
Yes. It's been a great show.
It's nice to talk to someone that isn't drinking the Kool-Aid.
Exactly.
But it's also sad because we're definitely going to pay for this.
Yeah, there's going to be no advertisement.
There was an editor I tried to work with before, and I'm not going to give his name. But when he looked at what I was doing, he literally said, okay, so you make these type of jokes, and you're going to pay for it. You make this joke, and YouTube is going to flag you, and you will make no money. You're paying for it in advance. And I'm like, yeah. So you think you can do it?
Luckily, I work for Grits. Fledgem Bigums with the $5. Popping in, just got to defend Hassan a bit. His streamers can control their community to an extent. He made such a toxic community, I'm sure that it's soul-sucking.
Oh, you got a point there. Great. Someone had to put a good point out there. Great. Now I'm the asshole.
That transporter with the $5, these weirdos don't know the difference between socializing online and in person. In person, which is what I have to do as a field technician, is wild.
Oh, well, field technician, that's easy. Have you tried streaming for 9 hours?
It's basically mining. Miner Zircon with the $5. Bernie Sanders made a few million, and he did the same thing Nicole did, only tax the billionaires. Truly the most champagne of socialists.
Exactly. That's why I do not feel the fucking burn.
Leonardo with the CLP 2500. Yo, Papa Gundam, have a coffee on me. Greetings from Chile. Hey,
oh, wow. Someone from Chile sending something. That's, wow.
Meth Bear with the $2. Raw Dog Escort Booty to dodge the bugs and the babies. Thank you so much.
That one lost me.
Devastator 2000's been a member for 4 months. Gundam, how are you? I'm listening from work.
Well, just hanging in there, putting in my 9 hours a day.
Clocking them in. Hey, Gundams. This is Sean R91 with the Canadian 10. Hey, Gundam, I'm a comedian, and I was wondering if it's possible to contact you. You're hilarious, and I feel I can learn something. P.S. told Scott Thompson that you use clips, and he is honored.
Fucking Scott Thompson? For real, dude?
For real?
The Scott Thompson.
That's badass if that's true.
That's amazing. For those who don't know, Scott Thompson is one of the members of Kids in the Hall. He's like one of the guys
Probably
I grew up
one
loving.
of the most memorable ones. Besides
he had the best
Foley.
characters.
Yeah.
That's actually an honor to me.
That's DM me Scott R91 and we'll talk it out. John Barngino just became a new member. Thank you for that. Podvoski with the $5. I find it funny how Mr. Empty Chair Streamer is getting salty about being farmed for content. Absolute hypocrite.
Oh fuck! I forgot to leave my chair.
Davius Jessup with the $20. Wow, when Destiny is questioning your manhood and is 1,000% right, you have to take a long look in the mirror. 100%.
And he probably took a look in the mirror while he put on his nail polish and pearl necklace and was over it very quickly.
Guyvermectin with the 5. Humble monetization. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Not an FBI with the Australian 5. Have you heard about Bridge, the reban DEI? But worse, they want to get tentacles deep in everything. We must stop Bridge. I'll have to look into that crap.
I'm sending him to look. I can't take any more disappointment today.
More grits. Nick Ingram with $10. Papa Gundam, another week, another great stream. Your last video was killer. Keep up the amazing content. How much for a complete ER Let's Play?
ER? What's ER? Elden Ring. Oh,
Elden Ring, yeah.
Man. I would absolutely love to play Elden Ring and get paid for it. Some of the best fun I've had last year was with Ziltex and Clanky playing Elden Ring, trying not to die. I wish that was my job, actually.
Devastator 2000 with the Canadian 5. Gundam, did you see when DSP called Shadow of the Erd Tree a scam and overpriced DLC? He had to backpedal because of the backlash.
Oh, hell yeah, I saw that. I was watching the day he did it. I watched like a reposter or something like that. And I'm sitting there like, what the fuck is Phil talking about? DSP literally bought a $350 game stick for the PlayStation 5 he didn't need because he already had an arcade stick. And he already had Street Fighter for like Xbox. Why did he need to get it for PlayStation as well? The dude already off the rip right there paid for a couple copies of the Eldritch Tree. He was losing his fucking mind. Phil's nuts. I had to turn that shit off because it was just so stupid. And we all know it's FromSoft, and FromSoft makes legit shit. They actually make memorable fucking games in an age where you play shit and it leaves your mind immediately.
SBZ with the $5. Ludwig one death threat.
Came from his own sponsor. Dude, with the way sponsors treat me, that sounds accurate.
Britt Ward with the $5. You helped me through dark times, Gundam. Keep doing what you're doing.
God bless you, Britt Ward.
Flash Arc with the $2. Big fan. Elaborate on low-level animation.
Okay. You see, I should probably like post up my timelines. I have so many layers of stuff going on. Moving projects, moving video little bits in these animations that I do have. You do notice the animations in the videos. Thank God for Anus for making my channel even better than it was. And Anus was the one who told me about that because I'm just like showing her my timeline. And she just goes, you do realize what you're doing, right? And I'm like, I'm making art. And she goes, this is low level animation. That's why your videos take so long. And I'm like, okay, cool.
Der Ubermans with the 5. Just waiting for that EMP so I don't have to pay taxes and listen to these people complain anymore. Give Fluffy a pat for me.
You know, that's a good point. The EMP would get us away from taxes, but then we'd lose our money. So we go back to a bartering system. And I've had a theory for a while now that if that happens, pornography will be a form of currency.
Yeah.
So I do regret throwing away all of the old porn videos I used to have on DVD and VHS. Because I was collecting them for some odd reason.
Ooh,
I don't know why.
Perry with the $150 super chat.
Whoa! 100. Perry's rich!
Hey, Gundam, thanks for giving me the last while I'm at work. Keep up the good work. See, everyone loves you. They listen to you at work. You're the working man's YouTuber. And now streamer. So
I'm like John Lennon. Before you know it, someone's going to shoot me and sit down and read a copy of like Anita Sarkeesian's book on feminism while I bleed to death.
Tropes in Gaming, Gundam, Volume 1.
And I'll be like, shoot me. I got
Put it out of my misery. Thank you, Perry. And just to let everyone know, every red notice super chat we get will be going into an end screen where we put your name, your YouTube channel name, or whatnot. I'm going to get around to making it. I know I'm the world's worst producer, but just give me a little time. I'll get there.
You'll see it in a year.
Speedy with the $2. Phil has the body of Miss Finster from Recess.
I'm going to have to Google that. Wait, name rings a bell.
Miss Finster is the one that
It's a
looked like
cartoon, dude.
Grimace.
No, Miss Finster is a cartoon.
I know what Recess is, but I just don't. I can't picture. Here, you can look it up while I do the next one. HKP 30 for the 20. Look up Sturgeon's Law. I live by it.
Going to do so now. Name rings a bell.
I'll pull up the next one too. Etikin with the Seek 50. Please bless my bear and my cat. My beer and my cat. Also, do you have any straight gems for picking up some girls at the bookstore?
All my gems would probably be seen as problematic in this day and age, to be real with you.
Gamer Nix with the $2. I saw you play an FPS with Ziltech. It was great.
Those were the days. I miss Armor Core. I do have a kiss close for him. Like, if you actually make it to getting dates with a woman and you don't know how to, kiss a girl where, there's a lot of guys who think they go, I don't know when's the right time to kiss a girl. You can do this. If she's staring at you for too long or something, you have like one of those moments where you're really close to each other and it's an awkward silence. We've all been there. I've been there before. You can look at her and say, would you like to kiss me? If she says yes, you're in. If she says no, you then go, I was just asking because it looks like you had something on your mind. If she says nothing, you then say, let's find out. Then you kiss her. Any way you slice it, you come out looking good. Remember that.
Get in there. Crossover Maniac with the $5. Love your show. I watch you and Doomcock for Western Media News. By the way, what's your favorite Gundam?
New Gundam. Or High New. But more New Gundam as of late for some odd reason.
Giuseppe Hess with the $10. Gundam is the only VTuber I can get behind. Ooh, woo.
I'm taking over Japan.
Geronimo Peronimo with the IDR 20,000. I love you, Gundam. Hashtag no homo.
Thank you for the 20,000 IDR.
IDR? Iraqi money? YouTube X has become a member for a month. Thank you so much. CWAD with the $10. F&T Thanksgiving episode is some of your best work. Seen that episode at least a dozen times.
I can't even remember what I did or said. What did I do?
Was that the one where you debuted the song?
I doubt that.
Or was the one where you told him about Chris Chan?
I can't remember. That was the real BBC, I think.
Okay. Daniel Spencer gifted 20 subs.
Thank you, Daniel.
Thank you. Save the last with $2. Have you seen Ratbeard on YouTube? He shot a piss jug.
Did he piss
Rat
in the
bread.
jug before he shot it?
I'll have to check that out. More trash. Skylet Griffith with the $20. Thanks for the years of laugh and helping me get through my work. Have my money.
Thank you so much.
JRB with the 20. Gundam, thanks for the great content. Been watching them for a couple of years now at work just to keep myself sane. Everyone notice a pattern here? What do you think about Vagabond and Vinland Saga, the manga you read when you catch up with Berserk?
Both of them are brilliant. Vagabond is an absolute masterpiece, and it is a shame that it was never finished. But the creator, whose name I can't remember right now, I've been drinking, did do an art show in Japan about a year or two ago where he penciled out the true ending of Vagabond, Miyamoto Musashi being an old man on a mountain and taking on a pupil. So you could probably find it if you look real hard. I'm not too quite sure at the moment if it's still up.
Der Ubermans with the $2. Ever consider 3D printing? Consider it, chat?
I'm 3D printing it quite often, actually.
He just put a heater on there and it's been doing Mandalorian
I 3D
helmets.
printed the DSP figure video I did like a year or so ago.
Steve O'Debble with the $5. Hey Gundam, did you ever get a money for discovering Dylan, a 10% finder's fee? Ooh, you know what that would be worth right now?
I wish Dylan would pay me for discovering Dylan.
Joseph have become a new member. Thank you so much. Steven Seagull become a new member. Thank you so much. Snowbird 2701 with the $5. Hey Gundam, if you were DSP's therapist, what would you tell him?
Tell DSP I'm willing to be his therapist right now, just so I could hear what he has to say. But frankly, I think DSP is the type of person that wouldn't listen anyway. Like, you can't tell DSP nothing.
No, he'll never.
I'm pretty sure I could tell DSP how I could probably change this channel, like turn it around a little bit, but he'd never listen to me. He would just go that I'm a toxic, smelly, ugly troll or some shit, and then tell me to eat it.
Ooh, Douglas Capon with the $500 super chat. I wanted to keep my word, so here, I hope and pray this helps. Hope you use it wisely. Oh my God. Thank you so much for that.
Douglas, how do you have enough money to throw around $500 like it's nothing? Douglas, are you a gambler?
That's a boss right there. Douglas is a boss.
That's unrealistic. I don't believe this money's real.
It is. Whoa, that is definitely going on. I think that's the highest super chat we've ever gotten right there.
It'll probably be the highest super chat for the rest of history.
Wow. Thank you so much, Douglas Kaplan.
He's got to be rich. Got to be like a day trader or something like that.
Oh my God. Bitcoin is up, chat.
Ah, crap. I forgot to get some. I'll use it wisely on Bitcoin.
There you go. Sheep Cityan with the $50. Story, a Middle Eastern dude offered me money for sex on my way to work once. I was so depressed, I told him I prefer to put my forklift in neutral, then let it slowly roll over me with a stale late-night Quick Trip hot dog as my last meal.
Where was this? It has to be America. There's no way you're in the Middle East.
Thank you so much, Sheep City and Man of Culture.
I'm like picturing it in my head. Like, how did he come up to you? Did he see you working and he's just like, oh my God, you are quite juicy, Mr. American. And how much did he offer?
He's got like a bunch of chest hair and gold medallions. He's like,
yeah, he's not a Saudi oil tycoon. You're banned, Matt Max.
Oh, Man of Culture with the $5. Gundam, your content keeps me sane. Also, could you do another anime review? I enjoyed your take on Frieren. Much love to you.
Dude, I plan on doing those as often as possible. It's just like the last video I was working on. I've been doing it for days while also coming up with stuff to send to the second editor to edit. So it really kind of expanded how much time I spent on that main video. But I have a whole bunch of anime I want to talk about. I want to talk about stuff that's actually worth watching and fun and interesting and not absolute raw dog shit for a change, you know?
427 Arabach with the $10. Cheers, Papa Gundam. Have one on me. Thanks for the hours of entertainment and being the best guest ever on FNT and the real BBC.
Oh, God bless you for thinking so. I tried to get a job there.
Disconnect with the $10. How long do you think DSV supporters will keep wasting money on him until he falls over in that chair?
You know, it's getting kind of lean for Phil, in all honesty. It's getting lean. I don't know what the future holds, but I'm going to pay attention because if DSP loses his supporters, it could be really funny, like crazy funny. It could be the golden age of Phil watching. Or they keep giving him money. The streams keep getting worse and worse and worse until like he just drops dead in a chair one stream. And then that'll be our last piece of content. Like we'll watch him die live.
I think
that's
where it's will outlive Phil. There'll be a tip that comes in after he expires.
Bro, that would fucking end me. If DSP stroked out in a chair and died and then someone fucking sent him a tip like, hey, Phil, been a fan since 1942. Loved your like heavy rain playthrough.
You got me through the Holocaust. Oh, Doomslayer with the $5. Glad to see you finally mentioning things like Sweet Baby Inc. You and Frit finally waking up the underlying corruption. Cheers.
Oh, I've known of corruption for a long time. I've been trying to be on YouTube's good books so I can, you know, buy a house. But they've been treating me just as shitty as when I was doing Twitch content. So I figure I may as well be a wild animal again.
Forrest with the $10. If it weren't for the fact that the streamers in question are filthy rich Asmongold, wouldn't that be completely wrong? But these champagne socialist morons wouldn't know work if they stole their $250,000 car. Amen to that.
You know, Hassan must have amazing security for his car not to be stolen yet in LA.
Not to be vandalized or
not a
like
scratch
that.
On it.
He's probably a valet parking that thing everywhere he goes.
Oh yes, definitely.
Scotty doesn't know with the $5. Xanax abuser DUI guy here. I didn't get arrested, but I shouted out your channel at my city council meeting to the mayor and the police chief. Send me the video.
I need every video of you being arrested and then giving me a plug in the worst way possible, because that would be the new opening to my channel.
Wizard of Vision Productions with the $2. Switch to DaVinci Resolve, King. I'm glad I did.
I actually use DaVinci Resolve for the videos that I do for, my paint channel, for all my color grading and all that other editing. I should seriously take time to learn it, but I've gotten so used to Adobe. It's kind of like I may as well do what I know to minimize time lost.
Bloodshot with the $5. How is Will Neff friends with anyone like Hassan?
Clout.
Well. Frunk as a duck has been a member for 1 month. As a drunk myself, quitting drinking doesn't make this stuff make sense.
Quitting drinking makes this stuff harder to look at.
Douglas Miller with the 20. Got that tax money. Ooh, time to eat. Truckers for Gundam. There we go.
Hey, truckers for me.
Truckers.
I actually had one of my moderators fucking messaged me and he's like, dude, are you okay? The truckers are boycotting New York City. I'm like, I'm fine. I'm outside of New York City. New York City has been too big for its britches for too long. They've been dragging us down the progressive road to shitville. Well, I say let the truckers do what they goddamn choose. Long as they bring me my chicken meal.
We're pro truckers on the quality content.
You have to be. You have to be pro truckers. You fucking have to. They're the ones bringing us our food and shit.
Yeah.
Yes. You'd have to be zonked out of your mind to go, oh, nobody cares about truckers. You have to be completely gone. Wrong face. There we go.
Devastator 2000 with the Canadian $2. Gundam DSP thinks Shadow of the Erdtree is a scam. Laughing face XD.
That must have been further back. Shout out to Final Fantasy 11 was hardcore, no doubt, Brand. Did you get your no, I did not get that Excalibur. No. I never got the relic, but I get black belt with the help of Japanese shell, of course. Now I was running and wearing like low tier gear for the longest time. I just didn't have the money. The economy is so bad. It's weird to be talking about an economy in a video game. But, whatever. Those are good days, man. Back when video games did not hold your fucking hand. Even like low-level goblins could kill you at level 75. Raven Hurt for the 20. Oh, all right.
You can go ahead. You can go ahead.
20 for the nonchalant. I agree. Did I get that right? Probably not. God bless you, Raymond Hurt for the 20. Autobot First Lieutenant of Jazz for 10 big. Oh, he's an Autobot. Now I get it. Daniel Spencer's gifted 20 subs. Jesus, Daniel. Moose Flunky for 10. Gunham, hang on. The life you want is possible. Well, I've been trying, Moosey. I've got the 4 dogs who are more entertaining than most people. Listen to your last stream, replacing the steering rack on my truck. Enjoy every minute. Oh, thank you, man. I'm trying to just get out of New York. That's my game plan. I'm going to get a house with a backyard for a change, a fenced-in one. So, Fluffy can run around in a little fucking dog obstacle course. SBD for 5. I have a dream one day Cyael would sing The Touch of a Black Man at the Super Bowl. That could be funny, but it probably won't happen. Oh, man, that one is Unsheezone. I probably got that wrong. Became a YouTube member. What's up to Jones? Another YouTube membership. That looks like Dalton22 for $5. Streaming is hard. Rather work at a bottle return and get cans thrown at my head by drunk dudes with is that Spanish? Whole S in their brain?
Holes in their brain.
Oh, I thought he was like trying to speak to me in Spanish.
Holes.
I think that the drunks wouldn't throw the bottles at you because they cashed them in themselves. Lord of Optimus. Oh, God, I cannot read on drunk. He gifted 5 memberships. What was I going to say? God damn it, I can't remember. Aurora is a member for 2 months. I love watching your streams so much. Reminds me of the joys of work friends. Just enjoying life by laughing about dumb stuff that we invariably do. And let's watch The Last Jedi, please. What? Watch The Last Jedi. Never again.
Never. Harrison Raymont just became a member. Thank you so much. Stephen Morrow just became a member. Thank you so much. Adam Ant with the $10. Boycott this, Reddit.
They will.
Stephen Morrow with the $10. Thanks for the lives. It makes me want to Kermit Sudoku a little less when building semi-trucks every night.
Oh my God,
truckers
you're
love
building
Gundam.
semis.
Turbo diesels, baby.
Dude, that's work.
The Burke
That is
with,
fucking work.
It really is. The Burke with Australian 5. I bet $5 you're not recovering from gambling.
Yeah, because I'm not gambling anymore. I've lost. You know, the closest thing I come to gambling is really bad stock choices, which I have made.
Lord
that
Botha.
and not buying into Bitcoin when I should have was a gamble. I was sitting there like, oh, it got lower. It got down to 30K. Just wait it out. It might get to like 20, and it shot to 61K. I made bad calls, real bad calls.
Lord Botha with the $5. Spider-Man 2 had a budget of $350 million. It would have taken 10 million copies sold at full price to make their money back. Think they did it? No.
Oh, hell no.
No.
So Spider-Man 2 flopped. I didn't even know.
Miner Zircon with the $2. I bought Anthem for $3 and I played it for a few minutes. It was a waste of $3.
Well, at least it was only 3, man.
Alejandro Trebrono with the $10. Keep feeling the touch of a black man, of the black hand. I love that. I love that clip. Anon's been a member for 13 months. That's actually probably when you started being memberships.
13 months? Wait, oh, yes. Oh, my God.
He was probably one of the first.
Dude, I'm like sitting here like, we've only done like a month of streams.
Meaningful content, dude. Thank you so much, Alan. Akasi 042 with the $5. We need Gundam and Cyael on FMT and side scrollers as soon as possible. Hey,
I think the
DMs are
two of
open.
us, if like we were someplace else, like I'm here, so I know I can't go too over the rails because I'll get hit. But I'm on other people's channels. I go further off the rails. Like if they get in trouble, they get in trouble. I'm free.
427 Arbach with the $10 can chime in on the subject of college classes. Signed up for what I thought was a comics and American lit course focused on heroines, but it was actually just feminist dogma. Dropped it real quick, of course.
That's exactly the problem. Like the colleges is where this shit starts, and then it bleeds off into every other form of entertainment.
Leira Mango with the $50. People making a list of the games Sweet Baby Inc.'s dirty hands have touched is a beautiful thing.
And hopefully we can all pay attention from now on to stop them.
Knox with the $5. I yearn for the space Vietnam jungles to destroy more bots to fortunate sons.
That reminds me of a game that I can't remember the name of right now because my brain is spinning, dude.
Tricorder Transmissions just became a new member. Thank you so much.
Bless you, sir.
Jiroko 13 with the Canadian $10. Here, take it, you glorious bastard. Keep up the content. Respect from a Canadian plumber. But now we got the Plumbers Union behind us.
I'm pretty sure, like, usually the people I've talked to that like me seem to be guys that just, they do the shit that keeps the country flowing. Whereas so I'm Pikers fans sit on Twitter and call everyone a bigot.
Estimate of the situation, donated $5. You've come a long way. I love to see it.
I feel like I'm in the same spot I've always been in. Has anything really changed?
John Doe's with the 10. Did construction for a few years and joined the army. I feel like at least guys need one of these trades just to get the perspective on life and maybe some thick skin. I love you, Gundam.
Building something, I think, is a necessity for any man.
Yes.
It's a necessity. You have to build something. Even if you're like fixing your own car, motorcycle, whatever, there's a level of accomplishment that you get from that you can't get from anywhere else.
Kenny Justice with the $5. Gundam, I love all of your videos while at work and at home. And I absolutely love your paint job. You and my friend Tiny Littles are the best painters. Descent #1.
Thank you, Death Scythe #1, Tiny Justice. Death Scythe #1, Death Scythe is probably the most edgy Wing. Wing had so many good designs, now that I think about it. I'm sorry, keep going.
Michael Joseph with the $2. What's the worst anime that you've watched?
Redo of Healer. That Star Wars girl likes it. I hated it.
Ziggy Mac with the $5. I'm going to be a cheap ass with my first super chat because 40K left me financially ruined. Join us, Gundam. Also, what's your favorite 40K faction?
God damn it, I can't remember the names. Everybody says Ultramarines, but like the Salamanders, I believe they're the green ones, and the ones that are yellow, but I can't remember the name right now. To be aware with you, my brain is toasted.
Chernobog with the $5. Quality TPB reference last stream. High def piss jugs. A man of great taste. Trailer Park Boys. JoJo. Always Sunny. Berserker. You seen Danger 5?
No, I have not seen Danger 5. And it's a damn shame that the actor for Mr. Leahy died. It's like when he died, it was over for Trailer Park Boys.
Superstar DC with the $2. What's your favorite sports anime?
You know, I'm going to check out that one by Inoue. I think it's called Jump or something, about the basketball players or something like that. He's the guy who did Vagabond. So I'm going to check that out.
Aurora Uplinks with the $2. Bought Lotto $2 tickets, hoping they're winners.
That's what my mother does every day.
Mine too. Robot Devil 52 with the $5. Hey you, thoughts on Borderland trailer? Love your channel. Ugh.
I was going to do a quick video on the Borderland trailer, but then I figured it'd be smarter for me to just focus on the Sweet Baby thing. And the Borderland thing was just so bad that it was actually painful. I actually pined for fucking Madam Web after seeing the Borderlands trailer.
Sheepsidian with another $50. Story part 2. I lived in Atlanta when the guy offered me money. He was in a Lexus, and I was walking through a car lot. I didn't ask how much. Death gave me a better offer at the time. I live in Montana, and I work for Eric July now, so I'm happier. And probably paid better, too.
Oh, a lot better. Which means you had to be like a good-looking guy for like an Arab dude to go just full gay on you.
Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy.
You're a very handsome man. Beautiful
buddy.
Complexion.
What you do later on?
Do you want to watch The Simpsons? Oh, I'm funny. I'm cool. Can I touch your beard?
Shepperton Studios with the £5. I was in Kabuchikiko, Tokyo a couple weeks ago, and I met some local Japanese dudes in a bar and shilled your channel. They checked it out and said, you can
Sugoyo dai suyo. Sugoi, I believe, is positive, but desuyo, my Japanese is so bad, bro. You have no idea. Let me ask my phone. We're going through this here. Press some buttons because I need to have a translator at all times for Japanese shit. And give me a second here. Sugoyo daisuyo. It's amazing?
Wow.
Nope, wrong button. I don't believe that for a minute.
The General Z with $2. Drinking game win. We're playing one
Never.
right now. Mikhail Joseph with the $5. Remember when games were adrenaline-inducing challenges that came with a story and the Star Wars EU was still canon?
Remember Ninja Gaiden? Sigma? It just beat the shit out of you. Oh, the good old days. You know, they just re-released Star Wars Battlefront 1 and 2 on PlayStation 5, bro. So you can relive those moments. I might get it. Oh, wait, I don't pay for online.
Rude Dude Reviews with the $2. You're blowing up even more than ever, G. Kudos.
I'm not blowing up, dude. I feel like I'm still in the same bummy ass spot.
Knox with the $5. Helldivers 2. I earned my cape on Mort.
I have to check out Helldivers one of these. I told Zill that we should play Helldivers online, but he's like, oh, that's just a flavor of the week game, and it won't be nobody will be talk about it in a month. And I'm like, bro, we play shit all the time that we literally play once. Like, what does it matter? Oh, well.
The Doomslayer with $5. Damn, buying a house in this Biden-wrecked economy. I might have to start doing YouTube. I've got spicy opinions, too. I'd love to talk dudes like you. Don't go to YouTube thinking you want a house.
Yeah, I've been saving money for years. Literal years. And don't go to YouTube trying to be spicy. I'm not saying that like, don't do what I'm doing or stealing my thing. No, I'm saying fucking play by the rules. There's more money in it. If you want to make money, you got to play by these shitty fucking rules, dude. It's the smarter role. It was smarter road, because the second you become a YouTuber that gets flagged for being dangerous or whatever the fuck they put me on, they just choke you out, man. And it can be really, really fucking annoying and depressing because the system is rigged. But whatever,
Lecter Freeman with the Canadian 10. Yo, longtime viewers here. So here for you. Go for all the laughs you get. Go for all the laughs you gave me and my friend. Ugh,
thank you, Freeman.
Mr. DJ Longhair with a $5. Would you be willing to be a guest on my channel?
Depends on if the channel is huge enough for me to steal your audience.
JJJ Zone 003 with a $5. What up, Gundam? Been following you since 2019. Have you heard about Gaia Gear, and should it get an anime adaptation? Also, Gunpla Kit.
Gaia Gear rings a bell, but I can't remember right now. It's probably not smart to do these streams and then just completely take out an entire bottle by myself. Best anime to watch with your girlfriend, Night Shift Nurses. Oh, I thought you were going to say Susume, because that was an amazing anime movie. Drag Zill back, kicking and screaming. I'm sorry, John Adams. Zilltex is, I don't know if I said this before, but Zill is, he's living his best life right now. He just got an apartment. I think he's got a new car. He's dating. He's hanging out with his friends. He's going to boxing classes. He's enjoying himself. He doesn't want to be bothered with this, and I understand. So I'm not going to pester him to do it. I don't want him to bother with this dumb shit if he's happy.
Yadrell Sanchez with the $5. When I hear my professor talking in uni in Puerto Rico about feminist bullshit, I want to rage. Love your work, Gundam.
Thank you. And they're trying to take over Latin's areas, huh? It's not going to go well for them.
It's your boy William with the $5. Yo, Papa Gundam, have you heard about the American Society of Magical Negroes?
Yes.
About Lost It laughing when I saw the trailer.
I posted on Twitter. It was the best title I had ever seen for a movie.
And Russell with the 20, love you, brother. I remember watching you a couple years ago after my separation from the Marines. You were the voice of reason. I needed to affirm that I wasn't crazy, but the world was. Best of luck to you. You deserve it.
Best of luck to you, Russell.
Thank you for your service.
I couldn't imagine being in the military and then looking at how things are. I'd lose my shit.
Mark with the 20. I've been here for a minute. You're in a better spot every day, man. Fans notice you going live lately. Fans notice the small shit you maintain, and the fans will always be lifting up the best content. Keep going, Hard Killer.
I'm going to keep giving it my best shot. I'm going to keep being a thorn in the side of the community guidelines until they ultimately ban me.
Mr. DJ Longhair with the $2. I'm a tiny channel. Ha ha ha. Worth a shot, though.
Yeah, we'll have you talk to my agency. We'll see what's up if I can make it happen. There's a couple places I need to show up at the moment.
Darth McButtBart with the $10. I live in Washington, and everyone's audio insurance just doubled because the Governor Inslee decided it was racial profiling to charge people with bad credit more than anyone else.
What?
What?
Dude, what the fuck?
Dystopian.
Oh my God.
That shit would never hit in Florida or Texas.
Well, you got DeSantis.
Ed with the $5. Been watching since the Bad Dad days. It's a shame what YouTube did to Billy. He was great content. I agree. That was the last one as well.
They just crippled me. Billy was actually kind of fun. It was the only way I could watch those streams and actually laugh at them. I should upload a supercut of all the times I watched a thought and I played Billy, and then the second I stopped being the character and I just start cursing and being upset. But I figured it would break the fourth wall for people. Like, wow, I guess he really hates this shit. Back when you could have a little fun on YouTube, but those days are done.
Oh, wait, we got one more. Sheeperdon Studios with the 10 pounds. I was telling the truth about the Japanese dude saying your channel was amazing, lol. I also picked up my first Gundam kit in Tokyo, so I blame you for any expense going forward.
If you got a cool kit, you fucked. You're down the rabbit hole. Gundam is like 40K, dude. It's like 40K, and that's why I don't paint 40K models, because I'm too far down the rabbit hole of Gundam that literally I just can't pick up another hobby.
one more. Ray Faulkner with the 5. Big Brother Gundam, I seek your wisdom, but YouTube won't allow me to ask my question.
What question could you have possibly asked?
Too spicy. Too spicy for YouTube.
Probably.
And Raging D has become a member for another month. And that's
Thank you, Raging D. Well, everyone, it's been another show where we have traversed the madness of the internet, the plight of the rich man, the streamers who suffer day in, day out, providing content for the people who need it the most. Psychotic socialists that believe in universal income without any idea of how that would affect the economy because they think money is free. But I'm here to tell you that outside the realms of Twitter, YouTube, and Twitch, there is normalcy to be found and had. And I suggest you seize it with your own 2 hands while you still can, before Jeff Bezos makes outside completely illegal and you can only get your baby wipes through Amazon Prime. Enjoy the moments with your family, your dogs, your loved ones, and if you don't have any, do not dwell upon it, because God has the hardest circus acts for his biggest clowns. And I would know, children, because I'm the head of the clown show. The world is burning. Let's memester-bait. You're right, ticked. What do we got here?
Blood for the Sun.
Blood for the Sun. I place like DSP. Yeah, something funny.
No.
Banned and gone forever. Let me go out on a good one.
They love Blood for the Sun.
Bullets fill their guns, blue coat signatures, red-skinned children. They take land from you and me. Gold is all their blue eyes see. Wartime diplomacy means there's blood on you. There's blood on me. Where you gonna run? We'll know what's what. Tomorrow will never come. The West was one. Where you gonna run? We'll know what's one. Crazy horses, blood fall. Native American soul. Sitting Bull, he's no white man's fool, but the crazy horse holds ill temper. He'd give him a fight they'd always remember. This time past December. Wartime diplomacy means there's blood on you, there's blood on me.